Karate Beast, Celando Escobar, a Minesweeper champion, Geography champion, and Streamer Showdown champion, Vice Captain America himself,
Yo, what's up, man? How are we doing today? It's a little close, isn't it? It is a little. We good, bro? We good?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Thank you, Bonafide, for the 11 months. Only 1 month away from that gold bacon. I don't even know what to do with myself. Valentine, thank you for the 3 on the tier 1. Thank you for the 50 bits. Lactose laws. And how about this? $5 donation before the stream even starts from Valentine. I'll be gone before you get this. I'm still catching up on the VODs, but wanted to throw some money at you to show my appreciation. Looking forward to catching the stream when I catch up. Valentine, thank you so much for the $5, even though you're going to see this in a couple of days and not now. Our Lord and Savior hath cometh, thy Lord and Savior being Chobani yogurt. What a breakfast. What a breakfast of champions. So yeah, Liverpool, you know, terrible team at home. Liverpool, terrible at home. Couldn't be me, you know? Couldn't be me. Terrible team at home. They can't they can't handle anything at home. What are they doing? What are they doing, chap? What else happened yesterday? Well, we had a lot of games yesterday. We got to catch up on. Premier League, I'm talking about. You had Everton win against Leeds. You had West Ham. Lingardinho is back, chat. All I'm saying is Euro 2021, Jesse Lingard on the right wing. Hi, Zealand, you should make a Raumdeuter tactic. You're not stupid. Raumdeuters are just annoying to use. It's getting Hotspur in here. With the gifted sub. Jamie Bowman. Welcome to the Hammers, Hotspur. Hey, can we just throw a few Welsh flags? I Walesed myself out yesterday, but throw a few Welsh flags. You got a save recommendation? My save recommendation is to go to Wales. Chat. Lingardinho never left. That's true. Last time he played for United, he did score, right? Like, that was a thing. That was definitely a thing. Well, good for him. We're happy. Harry OPG, welcome to the Hammers. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Spending $5 of Jeff Bezos money to get yourself into an elite online gaming community. What's wrong with a Raumdeuter? They're just off the ball, so you need people that are good on the ball around them, and then you slip the ball into a Raumdeuter. Hello from Iceland. Much love to Iceland. Don't pull an Ajax and make sure you registered the Chelsea. Any idea how they actually forget to register a 22.5 million euro signing? I honestly thought that was just an excuse that you can use in Football Manager if you didn't you didn't register a guy for one window, and you could just be like, hey man, I am so sorry, we forgot to register you. I did not know that that was the thing that actually happened to people in real life until it happened to Ajax. Scouting range is Central Europe. And then for some reason, Brazil and Argentina. I'm not kidding. Central Europe, Brazil, and Argentina. And like, it's like Central Europe and South America. So if I want to scout Eastern Europe, it's out of my range. But if I want to scout Colombia, it's in my range. I've been using Yusuf Demir as a Romdeuter. Dude, why? He's good on the ball, too. The issue might be UEFA, not Ajax. Genk is also having issues with the list of players they submitted. It's a conspiracy! It's conspiracy! Honestly, Jesse Lingardinho is not a bad Romdeuter. Claret Ben, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Spending Jeff Bezos money to be a part of an elite online gaming community. Make sure you do actually join the subscriber section of the Discord. Enjoy the bacon, enjoy the emotes, and enjoy just being a sexy human being. Claret. Fuyun Sheng. Hey. Hey, man. Boy, do I have the deal for you. Halik Ablahan. Okay. Born in Beijing. Interesting. Isn't that like not the name you're supposed to have if you're born in Beijing? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. What are you doing? Luka Oyen, please shortlist when you have the money to sign him. Guy would kill in your tactic. Well, I'm not looking for a murderer, you know. I'm just looking for a couple of good players, but okay. That can be arranged, right? Hey, he accepted the trial. Let's see where he is. Let's see where he is. Let's see where your boy Luke is. Alkers, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Enjoy that bacon. Enjoy the emotes and being in that subscriber section of the Discord. There's Luke Oyen. Oh, he's getting paid $1 million a year. I can barely pay one. I can barely pay my team. This half my wage budget. He's killing it though. You know, he broke into the first team 2 years ago. Shredded last year, 31 appearances, 7 goals, 4 assists. Maybe some injury issues this year. He's not played a lot, but when he has played, he's had the best average rating of any season Luka Oyen's played. So on the VOD, your scout recommended Josh Pask. Would highly really recommend. Stuck around in my Premier League team for a good while. Yeah, I have Pask on trial, actually. I currently have Josh Pask on trial. It's a shame. These guys have so much potential. Without fail, so many of these Chinese players like have good potential. They just never got anywhere close to it. What I guess is a good sign is that means the youth rating of China is clearly good enough to produce some real worldies. Not that those guys could have been real worldies, but I'm feeling that the youth rating of China is good enough to where when we're getting a solid Chinese youth intake, which of course, you know, a matter of time when we're getting a solid Chinese youth intake. Once we do, I feel like we'll be able to turn them into ballers. Dai Wai Sun from Hong Kong. Hey. You interested in any Sporting or Benfica players? Not at the moment. We don't have the money, and we can't loan anybody in, so this is the only way we're going to do deals for those guys, really. Hola, amigo. What's up? Tighter. Nailed it. How can you scout India and China? I'm a ghost here. Parfait, I still love you. Hola, hermano. ¿Cómo estás? Está bien. Quiero dormir. Would it be Edo quiero dormir? Would that be like, that would be it? Something like that. Like a Parfait's player then. Oh. You're right, I didn't see that. Louis Montanou, that Romanian dude. Main event with the gifted sub. Thank you, man. The gifted from main event and from Bima. Main event's gifted it to Neck and you're in the hammers. And Sammy Fafana from Bima, 100. First ever gifted sub for Bima. First ever gifted sub for the main event. Oh, baby. Zuniga headed out on low. All right, let's go look at the guy. Hello, Z. Passerby here. Let's take a look at Louis Montanu. We looked at him a couple of times last year. I know this guy's in this database. There's no way he's not. They might have just spelled his name wrong. Yes, finally catch the stream. It's Moo Moo Milkshake in the kitchen. You weren't a big fan of B. You weren't a big fan of BMA. I got it. He's at Fiorentina now. $1.8 million move from Vitorino, and was loaned back to Romania, where he became a regular starter with 11 goals, 7 assists, and then played regularly in Serie A last year, 18 appearances, but a 6.62, and now he is struggling to get into the team. But he is just 21 and has 30 appearances for Fiorentina in Serie A. So how's Chinese Messi doing? He's okay. He's played his one match. He's feeling good. Feeling good about it. We've got a couple of player lookups. So we got Daiwei Sun. Sure. Hey, Daiwei Sun, come on in. Wolves just released him after he failed to make an appearance for the club, which is not bad. And we have Carlos Fierro, who is at Mazatlan. He was with San Jose Earthquakes. Boom, 3 appearances, transferred to Atletico San Luis for 1.3 million. Didn't play a lot, but now he's settled at Mazatlan and he's become a fairly regular player for them in the Mexican top league. So he's settled down a little bit. He's never been a completely regular starter though. Like, he wasn't a regular guy with San Jose either. Hasn't made over 40 appearances for any one club in his career since he left Guadalajara in 2018. Weird time for him. Weird time for him. Would benefit from more playing time. Think Diogo Paulo? Time to move Diogo Paulo? Maybe. I could be down. I could be persuaded for that, chap. I could be persuaded. Who is this Chinese Messi you clickbaited me with? Who's this Chinese Messi? What? You can't clickbait on Twitch. I refuse to believe it. The only thing I do with the title on Twitch is to let people know who've been watching, like, what's happening today. Twitch has the discoverability of an unripe potato. Twitch has -5% discoverability. If you're scrolling through the this is Chinese Messi, by the way. If you're scrolling through the like the game section and just looking at titles, like, oh, this is the one. There's like, you can't, no, there's no, look, clickbait is a YouTube thing, dude. In terms of like effectiveness. When you're doing YouTube, you're specifically thinking about what is the single most interesting thing that is happening in this video. That is what the title is. He's cute. Yeah, he's a pretty handsome man. Xiaozhong. He's got some serious game. He's also on my team in the Portuguese 2nd division, so we're trying to trash some people, dude. Clickbait is an everywhere thing. Okay, like, you clickbait on Twitch. Twitch is like where people that know you come to hang out, unless you're like, you know, Shroud. And then a bunch of other people will go check out your stuff too. But Twitch has literally no discoverability at all. News articles use clickbait. Well, yeah, it's like BuzzFeed. What are the 7 things that Will Smith did to make himself cry? TMZ just be like, oh my God, Chris Pratt has 7 illegitimate children. And you're just like, what? Yep. Confirmed by our sources. He has 7 illegitimate children. You're like, okay. That's interesting. BuzzFeed is solely clickbait. Yes. I see your region face pack in use on Lelujo's series. It's really mind-blowing. Dude, I'm glad you like it. Top 10 things you wouldn't believe are in FM20. Yep. That's a healthy clickbait, though. Because that's definitely a video that you would make because, like, well, the title slaps. But if you actually have 10 things that are, like, surprising that they're in the game, then it's not gross. There's the huge difference between, like, gross clickbait and, you know, just a well-titled video. I didn't see that you went live. Well, you see it now, Money Gamer. How you doing? Oh, Demo Crossdev. I see that redemption, Chausev. Let's have a look at Demo Crossdev. Chinesi. It's Chessie, baby. The Chinese Messi. Top 10 things you wouldn't believe are in FM21. Tottenham wins the league title. Yo, Dong DeHayes headed to Leyton Orient. Fun! Oh my God, have a great time at summer camp. I'm gonna miss you, man. Have a great time. Dong DeHay. Sloan move is healthy for everybody here. It's healthy for everybody. How's this dude made 14 appearances in 5 years at the club? He got a loan for the first 2 years, but what's he been doing for the last, like, nothing? Just chilling? I feel like I already offered this guy a trial and he said no, but that's cool. That's cool. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even care. Thank you, FM Wonder Kids, the host, my man, and Vrooked Bananan. Welcome to the Hammers. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Spending $5 of Jeff Bezos money. You're just after my own heart at that point. So Krastev he's already killing it, man. He's gotten a move to Fiorentina, just like our other favorite guy. Well, I guess he's already at Fiorentina. I didn't know that. Why did I not know that? Vincenzo Calcio, Lone Esbjerg. He played all over the place in Denmark. And Hellas Verona. And now he's finally in the Fiorentina first team. This year, 13 appearances, 2 assists, playing well. He was loaned to Serie A last year, so he's playing at a Serie A level, just not high enough. 17 Bulgarian appearances, and he's still only 20. Pretends to be shocked. Just always slowly falling behind. We'll see if we can finish that scouting move until before he actually signs the contract. That'd be nice. Lionel Messi. I have actually caught up on all of the player lookups now. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, we're already up to the first match. So, guys, this is the league table. This is where we sit today. at the start of the day. Remember it, because we're hoping to be higher. There's 4 teams within 3 points. Gil Vicente, Lajoas, and Tondela. Have you been checking the youth players in the U.S.? They've been really nice for me. See, I can't sign them unless they're free agents because of the Chinese players signing rule, and we don't have the money to sign enough Chinese players right now. How many leagues do you have loaded? All of them. The B teams are struggling. Porto and Sporting, and Benfica. They're all bad this year, even though last year they were good, which means a lot of the players that made them good last year have been promoted to the senior team, so now they're bad. Vitória de Setúbal, the other team that got promoted with us, is on 11 points and last in the league. And the 2 teams that have offered me jobs, Penafiel and Académica Coimbra, are both in relegation fights. So yeah, I'd say we're outperforming those other teams just by a little bit, and we've created some serious distance for the top 4. I'm just hoping one of these top 4 teams just kind of falls off. And I think it'd be most likely to be Tondela, because Tondela's like on an unbelievable run. How many matches has Tondela won in a row? I'm serious. Like they might have drawn recently. They lost recently to Gil Vicente. It was like bing, 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 and they kept gaining ground that whole run, and I was like, who are you people? Who are you people? It was a comfortable top 3 until you showed up. But of course, it's not going to be a comfortable top 3, right? Caro, Gioria, Pinto, Tongshun, because Sheikh Traore is actually available today. Tong Shun gone, Sheikh Traore back into the starting lineup. We're hoping to get... Wait, have we freed up enough money? I keep going back out of this, but... Has he freed up enough money? To get our new right back, I need 75 or whatever it is. I obviously don't have that right now. I should be able to get it, too. I have enough room in the payroll budget to be able to get to it. But I don't think I can... Demanding 90,000 for the immediate transfer to Joan Madrid, who is just outrageously good. We're gonna... Okay. It says we can go through with it. I don't think we can go through with it. I don't think we have the money. Despite our loans. My God, he's so good defensively. He's so good defensively. It's illegal. Joan Madrid, so good defensively. Sheikh Traore's had injury issues. God, he's so... Literally so good. Such an incredible improvement on even Sheikh Traore, who's a Malian national team player. Woof. Whoa! All right, so you say wait to the end of the transfer window and it'll be lower. Okay. I never thought about that, but that is that does check out. That sounds right. I like it. If we didn't have Santiago Sabrigan, we would be perfectly fine. We'd have the money. That was just a poor signing on my part. Why would we tight mark him? That doesn't make any sense. He moves incredibly well. The closer we are to him, the harder he's going to make it for us. Definitely close him down, too. He's going to try and hold the ball up, target man, physical, but his first touch isn't that great. His dribbling isn't that great, so we might just be able to take him off the ball quickly, and then life is going to be good. I don't think we need to have Rivadero for this game. We're going to go with Lianga, so we have more of an offensive ability. Noose, Eric Mendez. Noose is going to play as a pressing forward, which has gone really well recently, and we ride, chat! Zhu Xiong in that first team. Let's go. Favorite FM save ever. We won the Champions League with Bate Borisov last year, but if we win the Champions League with this team, with the Chinese players, this would top that for sure. And we're going to. Expect nothing but a win from this match. Keep our good run going. Absolutely. Let's dance, boys. Team is on the field. The team is on the field. Achos de Ferreira. I'm going to switch the tunage. There we go. Every single game is important when the top of the league is this tight. Chinese Messi's playing his second game. It's his second start. And the first time, first game he played, about 45 minutes it took him to kind of get into it, and now he's the real pro. The pro that we knew he could be. That's unnecessary and stupid. Just bring the ball down. We got to put Thiago Noose's picture in the game, too. We have not done that yet. There we go.
3 months down, 6 more to go.
KC Masterpiece going for that Twitch, baby. Thank you for the 3 months. Congrats on deserved and overdue cooking of your bacon. It is no longer raw next to your name. And that, if there's one thing that matters in life, it's probably that. KC Masterpiece. Zhu Xiong. Here he goes. Zhu Xiong. Corner. Great effort by Zhu Xiong. I remember Wopelia. Yeah, we sold him to Barca. It was about 40, 50 million. So it really, it opened up other opportunities. Opportunities for others, and we got to be honest, we were never going to be able to hold on to him. That's how that. Cool. That was inside the 6-yard box. All he had to do was hit the goal, and he scored. Alas, he did not do that. Lianga's there, because Lianga is always there. I cannot believe I signed a legit first-team player from the Tanzanian Super League. That's never going to happen again. Play the wing. Yep, of course he did, because he's a great player. Dang. How many Chinese players do you have in your team? I've got Li Sirong, the backup center back. I've got Tong Shun, an 18-year-old fullback who's good. And we've got, I honestly don't remember his name, the right wing that we loaned in from Italy. From Pescara, I think it was. Or so one of those. Somebody had a Chinese wing. Wang Hun. Wang Hun's his name. And we could not sign him the amount of money. We could loan him, though. So we did loan him in. Yeah, Pinto. Come on, Conceição. Come on, Conceição. Come on, Conceição. And we have Dong DeHay, but we just loaned him out. Eric! Sorry, we look really good today. We look full of intent. We look full of explosiveness. What in heaven's name is going on here, boys? We're in the way, right? Yeah, like we got 8 guys in the way. I'm just saying, why did it hit the ground? What are we doing? What's the plan? Long throws. Dang it. We're there, right? I got a hard time believing this is their chance. Thank you. Caro is, he's not a slow customer for a pretty old center back. Come on, Conceição. It's getting tied up on other people playing defense. I mean, we will give them that header, though. That is like... Antosh should literally be able to save that no matter where that header is going. Gioria? When you're only 4 videos into Zealand's live channel playlist, but he sees... but he's live. Yes. Traore, Noose with the flick. Kelvon! Wow, did we not score? That's okay. It's really not. I mean, that's okay. It's not, but still, it's okay. 11 shots, 1 on target. Not happy with your performance so far. We need to be hitting the target. We definitely need to be in the lead considering the chances we've had. So let's do that, shall we? $11 shots, 1 on target. What a way to start the day, guys. What a way. Come on. Set pieces have been kind of fire recently. Oh, yeah, Lianga. Jeez, he's a blanket. He's a blanket back there. And he can pass. Ito. Zhu Xiong gets a look at goal. He's got to cover the right. It's all right. Headers going away from goal or things that that's something we can live with. Referee, he's offside, chat. You guys are like the actual social media in real life. Chelsea's a flop. Chinese Messi's a flop. Don't sell for it. He sold for it. What a recovery, dude! Wow! What a recovery by Sheik Traore. That ended up in the XG anyways. That's annoying. But wow, what a play. This is what we needed here. We need to find a way to score a goal. We just got beat on the counter quite annoyingly because we had the right number of people back. Come on. Come on. Long throws. We've been all over these today. Had a couple of good looks off them. Oh, Lianga, play the wing. Of course he did, because he always does the right thing. Sheik Traore. Traore. Julian! Really? Really? Like, really? 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 Let's build a little bit. Let's build a little bit. Set piece! Great hustle. Great hustle by the entire team here. Great tackle by Conceição. Chinese Messi is out. Michelle is in. Dude, we need to score. We've done everything in this game except for actually score. We gave up that one counter move. We blocked it. We've been the better team the entire time. We just haven't scored the goal. Come on, man. Nobody's even trying. How do you score the goal if you don't get into the skin of the goalkeeper? Come on. It's all horribly defended everywhere. We even played you freelancer. News just flicks everything on because he thinks it makes him look cool. I'm really convinced that he just flicks on every ball because he thinks it makes him look cool. Okay, play a forward. Thank you. Make the run to the inside. You're an inside forward, please. God, Gioria, you couldn't have done anything worse there. Now your whole spot is open. That's a goal, and we're gonna lose. Ah! Dude! Saw because Gioria lost that ball. There's no recovering this position. We have to close down Tonke. They make the 2 passes. We don't have enough guys. This dude can just walk in and score. And they credit to the... Oh my god, dude. Julian, you spend the entire game missing chances. We give up that one counter to them where they should have scored, but Sheik Traore recovered his position. And now what? Is he not offside? Now we're the worst team. Now we're actually the worst team that's ever played the game. We are the worst team that's ever played the game. Why do I have to start every stream with one of these, man? Every single one. Why we gotta start with one of these? Every time. You know we're the better team. I know we're the better team. We just didn't score. We just did not score. Gioria makes... Oh, Gioria! Gioria! My office! Now! Get out of my sight. I don't want to see you again. I don't know why I started you. It won't happen again. Get out of my sight. We're putting the captain back in your spot. Because we probably should have never taken him out of your spot, if we're being completely honest. Ay, ay, ay! Hated that. Hated that. A lot of free transfers out there. It's an advanced talks with another club, but he would be one of the better players in your first team. I know. I wish there was some way to set, like, look, if he pops up in my scouting inbox, if he does pop up in my scouting inbox and his stars are like below this certain point, or, you know, based off what we know, this is how good this guy is, he goes directly onto the end of contract shortlist. I don't even want to see him. We can't sign him. I need him on the end of contract shortlist. And then we will make a move for him based off of that. End of contract shortlist. Nah, I'm not signing that guy. Oh, it's just, you know, we gotta wait a little while. We've got to go into our cup run away to Belenenses after that. Like, that's just such a frustrating way to live your life, to lose that match to start. Bring in Chinese Pulisic from Chinatown in America. Bring in Chabape. He had one bad game, chat. He had a bad game. We know he's good. It'll take him a little time to get adjusted playing in the team and those sorts of things. He's going to play against Belenenses. He's going to play against Tondela. super frustrating to drop points like that. If we're gonna drop points, I want to really get beat. I want to get beat like a drum. I don't want to just, you know, gift it to them. Now they all play the next day, so here we go. Let's check our Chinese players. Oh, Rondon's here. Wouldn't that be fun if we got Solomon Rondon? We're looking for the Chinese ones, though. Thank you. Aaron Moy was over there? Are you serious? And Merikamshik, so... Hey, if you guys want to come on trial, play in the Portuguese second division, we'd be happy to have you, just saying. China Dowski? Oh, come on now. Come on now. Mohamed Bouya Toure, Sam Larson. Yeah, I would have expected that. Miller Bolaños accepted. I don't understand why you guys don't want to come on trial here. Such a great place to come on trial. To play for Oriental Dragon. You have 23 caps for China, and you are, well, you're super old, I guess. That'd be why, but you're terrible. You're both terrible. I mean, really bad. Because you're old, but you're also bad. It's Liang Dowski. All right, Bellinins. Distribute to an area to the fullbacks, I do believe. That'll work. This is a cup quarterfinal, chat. Can't really manage a first division team. So many obligations and responsibilities for me. I mean, yeah, you have a lot to do, but I think that's why it might be nice if in your first save you don't take over a team in like one of the major leagues, one of the top 5 leagues in Europe. You take over Dynamo Zagreb in Croatia. That's why they're my #1 recommendation, is like a team to start your first save with, because you kind of, you get to ease yourself into taking care of all the levers of power. How do I get rid of James McCarthy, 31 years old and wants to go out on loan? Offer him out for loan. Freddie Stevens says, I'm watching one of your YouTube videos while watching you stream. Overzealous. Over the top. Salon. Did you find the next Chaliques? I don't know who that is, actually. Is the board not outraged yet? The lack of Chinese players now that the Chinese Messi's arrived? It's weird. It's a weird way to say Wales. We haven't looked, actually. I doubt it, though. I don't think loans count. Celtics a great team to start a save with, yes. It's like training wheels almost. You know, you're really in the game, you're the best team in the league. Half the staff positions being open is good. You immediately get comfortable with handling your staff, refilling the staff. Daiwei-san should be dropped. Well, he's not good. That's probably why. Again, Julian Ramirez, improving its strength, says, man, strength training really sucks. Mishak Pius has already signed an end-of-contract deal with another team in this division, being Gil Vicente, so. How are you guys? Gustavo Ebling? Well, the teamwork at 5, deeply concerning considering your position. This dude, like, never played until he was... Oh, he went to PSG for 2 years. PSG signed this guy from Sao Paulo, and he just never played. They loaned him out to PEC Zwolle, and he played a little bit, and then he bounced around some more, never played, and finally broke into the teams, like, went back to the Brazilian lower divisions and broke into the team. Weird player. Very good free kick taker. He stays. How long? Oh, just tight calf. So we're good there. Gabriel Tagliari. You, on the other hand, not interested in you. We've got players that do your job and they're better at it, so. Bye-bye, sailor. Late again, what's up? How you doing, Roscoe? No worries, my man. Sao Paulo's so bad. Now maybe, but I mean, they always produce talented young players. PSG bought him from Sao Paulo. You gotta believe in Chessie. That's how gods work. Oliver Antman. I know Oliver Antman. Like, personally, I'm the godfather to his kids. It's really, you know, it's pretty exciting. We were super hyped about Hebling, but he was such a disappointment. He got promoted to the Bundesliga with a yearly wage bill of 5.5 million. Should be fun. Loan in everybody from like Bayern and Dortmund that you possibly can. Everybody. He's not captured my attention. Giuseppe Borello. I love the end of contract shortlist. It's so wholesome. Puerto Rico. Okay. Puerto freaking Rico. That is the first time I have ever seen a Puerto Rican player come in through my scouting center. All right, Lamine Diakite. Spend a little more money. Scout you some more. Get another weekend. And then here is the big trial wall. We got to figure out which one of these guys we could consider signing. We don't have a lot of room in that wage budget right now. And if we did sign somebody, we'd have to move somebody else. So we need somebody that really convinces us that they're the bee's knees. That's what we need. Hello, my friend Andres. Nicholas Rubio, hello. Christian Zuniga, hello.
Alder Contillo. This is how we built this team over the offseason. We stay on it. We stay on it and get ourselves every possible good player we can. We'll struggle to upset Belenenses. Always back my players to do well. You know, I know they're a good team, but I back my players to do well. 4 teams have failed to beat you. Will your opponents be another victim? Yeah, like training's been excellent. I can't speak to how that's going to go. Marcus Rivadero going to be fit playing against Belenenses. We won't know until Lady's got some work to do. Given the large turnover the last couple of seasons, you feel you've earned a reputation as a head coach, always looking to do a deal. All signings and sales are carefully considered. Vanessa, you're looking great. Great seeing you guys. Okay. Yeah, I figured he was gonna accept the contract over the trial, but might as well give him a chance to win himself a spot on a better team, you know, instead of going back to Brazil. Did you see the Scottish football? Oh, we didn't actually look up Antman. Hold on. Ooh, that guy's good. Oliver Antman. Hasn't moved. Running for Nordsjælland. Last 3 years, he's been a pretty regular first team presence, but he's not found like an incredible groove. He's got a 7.03 this season, 3 goals, 4 assists, 2 players of the match at 22. But not broken into the Finnish national team or anything fancy like that, but he is now a regular for Nordsjælland, which I guess it's an improvement from where he was. Was that Z flirting a little? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Wow, the Puerto Rican's not bad, dude. Well, he's got 20 caps for Puerto Rico and he's 20 years old. His pace. Somehow it's always the pace. On fullbacks, you're like, he could be good. And then it's like, well, he also could be bad. Al Holstrom. No, thank you. Cedric Utunji. This dude turned down so many trial offers. Now he accepts the trial offer. And he's
here.
Our baby's here. Here we go for KC. Attaboy. Twitch child achieved. Achievement unlocked. Antman's really good. Well, I've known the name. He's a guy that turns into a Finn national team player all the time, but not right now. Yeetus Brutus. What's the baby's name? Here we go, Casey. Thank you for the 9. Casey Masterpiece earlier on the 3 was looking forward to that Twitch baby too. So Hutunji literally, he just kept turning down offers. What a weirdo. And he wasn't even good enough. The reason he was turning down offers is because he didn't want me to sit here and tell him that he wasn't good enough to play for my team. Man, I know you're super fast, but like, you can't really do anything with it, can you, Christian Zuniga? And you're getting older, and so the only tool that you have is probably a year away from disintegrating. Nicholas Rubio can stick around. Harold Gomez. Wasn't feeling optimistic when I saw the stars, not gonna lie. Andres, we know he's been around forever. Lauvel. Very good command of the air, good hands. But we've got a goalkeeper of similar quality, and there's no reason to go out and try and improve. I just don't understand why this guy's so highly rated. Like he's good in the air, but he's not particularly quick, right? But like, this dude is an important player, and he has bagged a ton of goals this last 2 years in the Brazilian lower divisions, but he's super highly rated, right? What am I not seeing? Help me out here. What am I not seeing? Because this dude is so highly rated by my staff as a player that can make a real difference for us as a forward. He's 6'3", 190. He's a big dude. He doesn't move particularly well. He's fairly influential in the air, but he's Brazilian. Hazy, haven't been here for a while, but Jamie streams sometimes. Is back. Form most likely. Yeah, probably. He's been shredding the Brazilian lower divisions. Dead on 14 goals this season. If he had 12 or 13, you know, acceleration and pace, I'd be on it. But he's a little too slow for me to justify playing him where I would play him. He stays on trial just because I'm interested by him. You, however, we've got, man, did we sign a right back that's so much better than you. Sanchez on the left. This dude's not bad. That dude's pretty good. And then we have Besco. This is another striker that they're like, oh my god, have you seen Besco? I'm like, I'd take, he's, attributes wise, he's probably got Mendez, but Julian Ramirez and Thiago Nunes are better than this guy. Kioza. Axel Batista. There we go. This is a classic advanced forward right here. He moves well, dribbling, finishing, first touch off the ball. Boom. And he's tall, but he's so bad in the air considering the height that this guy has. Misael Taron. I don't think he's an important player. Like, compare him to the guy we hate, Santiago Gioria. You know, Taron's got 5 finishing. Gioria's only got 2. That's really what makes all the difference here. Augustine Cardoso. It's a pretty good player. Does all the things he's supposed to be able to do, and then Mazur is also gone. And now we can start trialing Chinese players. That is what we were waiting for, chat. Now we can trial the Chinese babes. Rondon's gonna reject it anyways. Yu Sheng, we know he's bad, so we axe him off this. Dong, we know he's bad, so we axe him. Alika Blan. There are some like foreign guys that are gonna be in on this, but that's okay. Chinese players from top teams. Yay. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you guys rejecting the trial. Aaron Moy, we already knew you were rejecting the trial. Wu Shi has snubbed me again. Damn you, Wu Shi. You don't want to move to a new country and start over at 34? The audacity of this guy. Animals. Thank you for the tier 1. Welcome to the Hammers, an elite online gaming community. Time for Churling Cholland. I would like that very much, actually. Young prospect, way off first team level. Harsh. Or remove them from the shortlist later, but that guy stays. That guy stays. Yunshu stays. Doesn't seem like a bad player. You are not good. Neither are you. We'll just do it here. Might as well. A lot of these Chinese guys will not even be close to the standard. We've come to know and expect that. At least he could improve slightly. That's huge. Well, there's that one guy who I think might have a chance to, like, actually legitimately make the team. As of yet, nobody else. But we always stay optimistic. And at any point when we click onto the next person, it could be a legitimately good Chinese player that just happened to be released by one of these clubs. The existence of which I'm beginning to doubt. But does any legitimately good Chinese player immediately gets a $3 million contract? Because they're so freaking rare. Gee, you think he's surplus to requirements, guys? I don't know. It's a close one. At least release players accept your trials. Like 90% of the released French players I offered trials to last night rejected. Well, that's because the Chinese league is so bad. They're like, oh, an upgrade. The Portuguese second division. Huge. I can fail upward in my career. Brian, I don't have any money to make signings, my dude. You need one guy named Wong Gong. I need him. Do. Cezinha should be playing the whole time. Gioria, you're back, not in the starting lineup. You happy? Okay. ADO Den Haag coach is like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, man, I don't know. He sucks. He's not playing because he sucks. Yeah, the loan signings just don't count for that because we've got 3 loan signing Chinese players that they should theoretically be happy with. Yes, we have signed the Chinese Messi. Does Hong Kong and Macau players count towards Chinese players? I don't think so. I do not think so. Wow, somebody was actually about to sign this guy. Pour one out for them. Wang Hong is back. Good. Okay, we're going to go just look at China then. Our ritual. I'm going to go look at China. Their wage is so outrageously high. I just can't even conceive of signing somebody from China. Luan Shahao. This guy's a Chinese U21 player that is not on a team. That is exactly what we're looking for. Then we've loaned out Dong Dahe to Leyton Orient, who's obviously on our team, and Zhu Xiong and Tong Shun are both on our team. We do what we can. Teams haven't been called up recently, so this isn't exactly a obvious one. Oh, never mind. Hey, we got one. Hopefully he isn't bad. We're about to find out. We're gonna get it before this match. Well, it's not good, but there's a chance he's not terrible, depending on what is unveiled. A 20-year-old Chinese player that could play for us. Weirdly enough, gets us excited. All right, Porto, Benfica both won. Guimarães beat Braga. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there are 5 teams. 5 in the entire country that can still win the Taça de Portugal. And we are one of those teams, chat. We are one of those teams. We can win the Taça de Portugal. We have already beat 2 top flight teams to be in this position. We've already done that. We've already beat 2 top flight teams to be in this position. Now that we're in this position, now that we got Sandro Costa back playing center back, right? As much as I hate Gioria, I'm going to bring him up and have him here for Sabrigan, who literally can't play. I know why the feng shui's off. I know why. We're fixing it right now. That was dumb. Right. Probably actually reload then. We must install the appropriate face. Woo! It's flying, baby! Come on. Scariest man in the Segunda Liga. No, he just looks really good, chat. He just looks really good. He's a dashing young man. You're intimidated. I can tell. I can tell you're just intimidated by his hair, by his persona, his swagger. Right? You're intimidated. I would be too. Very rare that you run into a man with that kind of style. How is this guy the top goal scorer? Because he's got 2 goals in 3 matches. He makes runs from deep. He's a target man for some reason playing. I think my scout is wrong here. We're just going to get into the match and then see what they're doing. Okay. We're doing double advance forward today. No Thiago News, but him coming off the bench with that kind of hairdo. I mean, come on. Go out there and show everybody what we're capable of. Zhu Xiong, you are literally the only player that belongs in this field. And Eric Mendez, of course. Not really for me to say. You're one of the leading scorers in the Taça de Portugal. Are you looking forward to another positive match in front of goal? I want the boys to play on the front foot. We're playing top flight Belenenses. We've already beat 2 top flight teams. We've already beaten 2 top flight teams to be in the quarterfinal. This is the quarterfinals of the Taça de Portugal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Sheik Traoré. Classy bit of play. Oh, Zhu Xiong making a fool out of him. They really are playing their target man forward in central midfield. That's easy. Easy does it. Easy does it. Easy does it. That was far too easy. Okay, Sandro. Hey, we do need another center back, man. That's Sandro Costa is just a bit outclassed at the level that we're at right now. Wow, great work by Mendez. Julian! We need one of them to just make a really nice play. We need one of them to make a really nice play. Resolution and zoom have to do with what you can see on your match day tablet. We're going to get those two guys up there in isolation. They're going to send plenty of numbers forward, which we need the numbers back to be able to deal with for shots like that and dragbacks like that. We need to force them into a lot of low XG chances, which we've done so far. This is the only way we're going to win this game. Now we have to build play a little bit. We're hoping we're just going to play a super direct kind of countering style. Honestly, we kind of outplayed the first top flight team that we played, Rio Ave. We actually outplayed them. The second one, we kind of got outplayed but won anyways because we scored literally every goal we saw. Now in the quarterfinals, Kansa Shao. That's not good. Come on, Sue. Come on, Sue. Come on, Sue. Keep going. Give it back to him. Just not good enough. The god that Eric Mendez is, he's just not good enough for this level of competition. I don't know why we're not dropping onto that ball, man. Nice. There we go. That's better. Galvan. He's got options here. That was probably the least threatening one, but we still have a chance. Zhu Xiong did really well. He did really well on 2 consecutive little plays there. Ah! It's all right. We're still in the game at halftime. I suppose that's something we gotta take. We're still in the game, and we look like we can score. What, the match engine's not crap. No, I think we're... And this got nothing to do with the match engine. All right, Leonga off, Rivadero on. We're gonna run him as a ball winner, and that's the only change I got right now. Actually, no, we'll just go Thiago News. Boom, Thiago News. Unlucky boys haven't gone right for us so far. Let's go out there, play well. We got some fresh legs for an entire half, right? Julian Ramirez has not been his season, so we're taking him off. You barely would have noticed he was on the field, and Leonga has not had a good game, and so we have Rivadero that we can go to for a half. Coming back from a little bit of a knock. Hold on to that third sub to make some sort of difference late, but we are still in this. We're still around. We always pose that threat with our pressure on the top of the line. If he's going to score that, he's going to score that. That's where we're living on that shot. Oh, yes, Galvan. Should have run with it. Absolutely should have run with it, but now Zhu Xiong is going to run with it at least a little longer. Come on, guys. We're getting looks here. We're getting looks. Chances to break. Here it is. Thiago News! Get out for the throw. Man, that was a great pass by Galvan. We don't really talk about Galvan making great plays all too much. That was a great pass. Opened it right up. All right, Noose. Oh! Yeah, baby, he's here! Jesse! What a rocket! What a rocket! The start of an era. He is the man. He's the bomb.com. Oh, what a hit. Oh my God. Absolutely no doubt. Steps to it. Blasts the ball. Wasn't even close to the corner. He just zoinked that thing. All right, we'll go Michelle instead of Conceição. He's a more balanced player. And Conceição, if he's tired, is useless because he's all athleticism. Let's go, Shu! Shu Xiong with the equalizer for Oriental Dragon, the way it was meant to be. What a freaking hit. Stay in it to give our best players a chance to make a play. I don't like Rivadero picking up a knock like right after we make our third sub. But I do like having Michelle Lima out there. Fresh-legged Michelle Lima, Pinto. Just best crosser on our team. Open cross, guys in the box. It's where we want to be. Great recovery by Traore. Poor agility from the central defense there, but who's keeping track of that? When you absolutely need your superstar player that you've been telling everybody is outstanding, that you've been tooting his horn nonstop all year, waiting for him to get into the team, and he does go out and score. You know, that sucks that we gave up that goal though. I'm not like I'm gonna give them that shot, you know. He just happened to score it, but I'm gonna give him that shot. And he just hammered it home. So, hey Shu, you got another one of those boots, man? Yo, Sandro, if we could not do that, if we could not dummy the ball. Oh, come on. Come on, Eric. He actually bodied the initial guy. It was another guy that ran over and took it from him. Sweet. Michelle. It's a chance for a through ball. He got underneath the mid. Yeah, advantage, 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 advantage. Now come. Let me go ahead and say poor judgment on the referee's part. The advantage peters out. Probably should be getting that. All right, we've got Noose. We've got Pinto. He's got Eric in there. It's the one guy he's going to be aiming for, Noose. That's a really difficult goal to score. We're fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. You totally counter this too. Just want that one more chance to send this to extra time. We fought so hard to get to this cup quarterfinal. That's it. What's the point of having somebody lurking on the near post if that still goes in? Really? I feel like this goes right by him. That's disappointing. Hopefully we get a decent paycheck for the run. We kept the hope alive. Oh, he's in. He's literally in. He just scored. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. All right. We've done what we can. It's in the hands of the FM gods now. Eric Mendez, he just finds a way. The man literally just finds goals. If it's this guy's poor first touch, he falls asleep at the wheel. Eric Mendez catches the keeper out of the goal, slots at home 3-2. Like, he even if he doesn't look good, and he doesn't look good this year, he finds a way. That threw absolutely everything into it that we could, but there's no way, right? There wasn't even a ball boy. We had to run over and get that ball ourselves. Ah, shoot. That's a shame. Ah, the tight thigh. Wow. We can pay Lionel Messi's contract for almost an hour. We can pay Lionel Messi for an hour of his life. That's 60 minutes, man. We were never really likely to win this competition, so like a loss at this point isn't something that hurts too much. What hurts is that we gave up that corner goal when we actually did find an equalizer in the 93rd minute, if, you know. What's the immediate thought post-match? Worked hard. No shame in this defeat. There isn't. Ribeiro's performance was obviously good, but I'm not going to comment on it. I've been noted that you signed a number of young players. No barrier if they're just a fantastic player. We're obviously looking to build this club for the future, but, you know, it happens. Very good cup run. It doesn't seem like it's going to give us a ton of money, though. The Taça de Portugal is not too loaded, unfortunately. Now back to the league world, where we miraculously lost our opening lead match of the stream. Here's the Chinese Messi. Dude just scored against a top flight team in the Taça de Portugal. Zhu Xiong. Should you have won this game with only 10 minutes of Leo Messi? Do you think? Would you? Well, if we'd been able to invest our cup winnings to get 60 minutes of Lionel Messi on the field. Oh, dude, Shaft Stacy just got a loan. Best name in the history of the game. In the history of the game. How you looking on finances? We're not terrible. It's not good because we're using our whole wage budget, which the board's given us. The board's ambitious, and so am I. And so I got no problem with using that amount of money. But the board will not be happy financially if we don't get a promotion. Not necessarily, but like, the finances, the books themselves will not be happy if we don't get a promotion. You ever use a downloaded skin or stadium pack? No, I keep it vanilla as possible so when people watch, that they can, like, you know, Spy Sam. He's good, but he's not actually as good as the Peruvian that we're looking to get into the team. Runs the ball through the center. Well, isn't that fun? Doesn't make any sense with the role that you have, but okay. Oh, we gotta loan some more Chinese guys. Let's do it! Big money in the top division. Bigger money. Bigger money than, like, what we're making. The real key is getting to the top division so that players like the Chinese Messi will sign for us instead of just doing the loan. Is that an American available for a trial? I think I will. I think I will. All right, might as well hit the trial on these folks. Any other Chinese players that we could accidentally be interested in? All those guys are just out there trying to collect paychecks, man. I swear I do. Portugal top division's poorer than the English championship. Unless you're in the top few, but so look, the next step for us is being able to get into the top division in Portugal. Once we get into the top division in Portugal, we'll be able to sign and kind of groom some better young players. We'll still be building our team, I think, largely off the free transfer market, but we will continue to move up. And the next step for us is obviously to get into that top division. I want to get in there this year. It's a shame about all these Chinese players. I think this might be the last year that we go through the Chinese dumpster pile. Ah, nice. Zhu Xiang just got a virus. He's out for the match against Tondela, which of course is, you know, the third biggest match of the year. The rest of the season. Why, man? Why did you have to be so realistic? You know, like, what was the point, chat? What's the point of being so realistic? Now we get to switch what we're doing, you know. Jeez. You got the virus, chat! It's not, you know, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's not good. Chinese Messi out for a match with a virus. Dude, shout out to Kansai Shao for just getting better. All that playing time, he's realizing a little bit of that I played at Porto potential that he had earlier. Trump virus strikes again. I smiteth thee. I'm gonna go eat this this peanut butter dark chocolate chewy with a crunch Kind Bar thing. Which you know, I broke my Kind Bar addiction after we played in Colombia because we were smuggling so many Kind Bars over the border when we played in Colombia that, like, you know, I was really seeing what they did to people. But I think I'm back. I'm hooked, guys. I'm hooked. Heavens, I missed a bunch of hydrates. Thank you, guys. He's like a fish. He's hooked. Like, I responded to him and then he just didn't say anything. Like, he's getting enough playing time and he just, like, I got no new response in that interaction. More. Kind Bars. Sign the other Kansa Shao boy. I mean, we didn't sign him for the memes. Even though I know he's the son of Porto's manager. We signed him because he would just fit the team. What we were looking for at the time. Can you fix me a date with Vanessa? How dare you? Do you even know what you're asking for? I put in years of work to become good acquaintances with Vanessa. I'm only 5 years away from us going on our first date. Okay, will you chill? Got it. There he is. He's at Hertha, actually. He's broken into the Portuguese first team, made a move from Porto to Hertha for $57 million. Yeah, I wish I could have him. He'd be outrageous on my team. That is a huge transfer. Huge. It's a huge transfer. Yeah, you're all welcome on the trials. This guy can step into the first team when he needed. We got to scout him because they won't loan him from that amateur team. They never do, man. As he's approaching the end of his contract, which he's not, he just was when you sent that report. Way to be informed. Didier Duque. Oh yes, Al-Haji Malik. We scouted him a little bit more. We have no knowledge on this poor man. We'll keep tabs on him. We'll keep tabs on both of them. And that's that. Because they are, you know, free signings at any point. It's literally already on the short list. I have an allergy. I do. I have an allergy. I have an allergy to people showing up in my scouting center that are already on my short list. I break out in hives every time it happens because they're already on my short list. There's one list, scouts. One. Actually, there's four, but that's not the point. Ricardo Tallheimer. Oh. Got a better center back on trial right now that I would rather sign than you. Oh, wow. You got like a full rotation in mind for this game, don't you? No, I'm good.
Hi, chat. University student interested in research. Been doing FM experiments for a while. Do you know a good place to publish the results to aid the community? Send me a DM. I will help you with that. We can go through the research, and if it's, you know, good stuff, we can make videos about it, to be honest. How's promotion work? Top 2, you're through. 3rd place, you're in a playoff against the 3rd worst team from the top division. Do you put a percent of profit clause in your player sales? I don't. I prefer to deal with the amount of money that we're going to be receiving, we're going to be getting right now. Because when you put that clause in, obviously they're going to pay you less up front. I would rather just get the money that I have and then be able to work with it. Penafiel, they're on fire all of a sudden. Gil Vicente just drew. We have to beat Tondela here. We definitely have to beat Tondela. We're going to be a little behind Gil Vicente and Lejoas all of a sudden because we lost that last match, and we're not feeling too hot about that we lost that last match. I'm not feeling too hot that we lost that last match. But you know what? We win this match. It's all forgiven. We're back into 3rd. We're 4 points off Gil Vicente, 5 points off. Whatever, the Lejao. You back yourself in a playoff. I would much rather get the automatic spot. Lejoas. Come on. We've really been impotent in the league. We have not scored a lot of goals in the league. Oops. I accidentally turned on my headset microphone. You know that I can do anything to get my players to stay on side during indirect free kicks? I have an awful amount of goals disallowed. No, there's very precious little that you can do about that sort of thing. Hell, these guys are making bank somewhere. Most importantly, they suck, and that's why they're on the discard list. You know what? You're doing a deal somewhere else. I'll just go ahead and terminate the trial and get you off my short list. How does that make you feel? Right? You start talking to another team. Yeah, now you... Okay. Yeah, okay. Sadness. He isn't good. But Ayub Lianga adapts this game to knock ball past opponents. Now he can carry the ball, too. God, what a player. And he works hard in training. He adds elements to his game. This dude's taking advantage of his jump to Europe. He's going to go from 25 years old playing in the Tanzanian Super League to 26 years old and hopefully playing in Liga NOS. And he will. He just does his job so well. Like exactly what I need him to do. He plays good defense. He's very athletic. And he receives the ball. He can pass it well, right? Good vision, good passing. Francisco Conceição. I saw somebody talking about him, but we looked up Francisco Conceição. Oh, you freaked me out. We did. He got a $57 million move to Hertha Berlin. All right, we need to acquire a big dub here. Oh, it did say he failed. But that wouldn't allow me to praise him. All I want to do is praise Layunga. Yeah, he did. Damn it! He's like, hey, coach, that really makes a lot of sense. Like, it's the most obvious trait of all time. The dude's got 5 dribbling and he's fast. Like, how else is he going to be able to beat any... Like, the only way he can dribble is just picking the ball up and running somewhere. That's what he can do.
All right, Giori, I know I hated you, but it's your time. I didn't like the way that we got, like, Sandro Costa played that last match, so. Good God. Jose. What are you doing? Okay. Jishiant, not available for this match. Igor Casio. Okay. Let's do this. My hatred of Giori has expired. He's back in. The down arrows usually mean his stats are actually getting worse. It's weird. Yeah, but he's getting older. I just didn't want to see that. This is one of those little things where you're like, because he's the man. He plays every game. See, Zealand, that's why we look at natural fitness for players so we can work out if their attributes will tank once they hit 30. This natural fitness isn't even bad. Bro! You get promoted first season, technically. We got promoted from the old third division to the newly created third division. So we didn't like go down with the division. It was weird. And then we had to play another year in that, and then we got promoted from the third division up to the second division, which is where we are now, battling for promotion spots. And we kind of need to pick up 3 points. This is a huge match. No, we're taking it, you know, it's another match approach here on the road against Undella, but it's definitely this is a big one. Way to force it back to the keeper, force a mistake. Our ball, Conceição, Mendez. All right, that's Pinto, complete wingback. He can go wherever the heck he wants to. Okay, Mendez. Oh my God. Wow! Eric Mendez with a scorcher! And the Oriental Dragon Legends got another goal! Woo! Man! You just watch him and you're like, hey, he's not really playing that well. And then he just does that. And you're like, okay. We're good. Eric is still literally the man. Just insane. It is insane how consistently amazing and productive, just productive, Eric Mendez is. Wow, there's so many through balls. Oh, what a save. That should have been 2. Eric Mendez should have just had 2 goals. Great ball from Michelle. And Noose is in. Dude, we gotta, come on, boys. Let's grab the second goal here. We're all over him. We're all over him. This is good. This is good. Get ourselves back into that playoff position and try and keep, apparently it's Gil Vicente. Keep pressure on Gil Vicente and Le Choice. Noose was leading the team in goals at one point this season. Not too long ago. Hey, there we go. That's exactly how we drew that up. Noose is like our team's Firmino. You sit there and you're like, he doesn't score goals, but man, when he's in, he stirs the drink. What a set piece play, guys. What a freaking set piece play. God, I love it when just a plan comes together. I mean, we drew that up on the whiteboard, you know? Like, we got out one of these and we were like, okay, gentlemen, we're going, okay, boys, here we go. We're going to throw the ball in here, right? It's going to go around that area right there, okay? And then the keeper is going to knock it. We're going to line up 3 guys right here across the top of the box, okay? Hey, we just gave up a goal. That's not relevant. This is what's relevant. Line up 3 guys. They're all going to blow like... And the goalkeeper is going to misplay the ball because of that breeze. And then Carl's going to be here to score the goal. You guys understand? Okay. Break. Go team. Meanwhile, getting stunted on in the box by this dude. Got to make sure we keep the tactic board clean here. Excuse me. It's got a little tassel on it. It's really adorable. I'd like to have seen if you could have just controlled that. Thank you, New Scalvon. God, he had through balls. Plural that he could have played. Easy, easy, easy. Gee! Somebody would have marked that guy. Thank you, Gioria. Oh, I mean, he could have put that out for a throw. That would have been nice, but we've been sharp on corner defense, with the exception of that Ferenc match. Yeah, look, Antosh is just all reliable. I mean, we've acquired Antosh. We needed a new goalkeeper. Jean Manuel had just been, he'd made the plays, and we appreciate all he'd done for the club, but he was a bit of a stopgap the entire time he was our keeper. And Antosh has just been the guy that we can go, okay, yeah, this is what we were looking for. I flagged an offside, too. Somewhere in there. That's us. We're good. We're good. Breathe. Oh, nice. Overlap. Traore just kept going. Had confidence Conceição would find him, and now, oh, Conceição's got to pass. Pass the ball. You guys are, this is adorable, but somebody needs to shoot at some point. And that was good. Knock it down, take the volley. Probably should be putting that one on target, to be honest. I play extended highlights. Comprehensive's just way too much for me, but extended, you get a feel for the game so much better. Lianga, that's us again. Gioria, smart header. Okay, Gioria. Pinto. Michelle. Liking this. Lianga, that's a great ball. Plenty of time and space for Pinto. Michelle, that's it. Lianga, Pinto, Michelle. Goal, 3-1. This ball, love that. So much time and space. Pinto's the best crosser on our team. Picks out Lima, who's got goals in him. Just like that. 3-1 on the road against Tondela. You see Oriental Dragon out here. Doing what it's got to do. Doing what it's got to do. I like how I do that. You know, that's really going to affect the way the game is played out. It's all right. Antosh has that covered. Contested header at the back post we can live with. And it's that far away from the goal. All right, Caro. Mendez. Great work from Lianga and Michelle Lima, but that is not far enough. It is not far enough to pass into the space. Stayed with him. Easy enough. Blocked the shot away. No problem. That's a harsh call that that's their ball. Okay. Harsh. Good 3-1 advantage. Didn't do anything after the goal, though. So definitely a complacency talk. Feel like we were sleepwalking maybe the last 15 minutes of that half. Didn't get a single shot. We're playing well, though. What's up, James Payne? How you doing? Like, if you're playing on your, you know, comprehensive can just get very slow sometimes. Sometimes it's what you need. Sometimes it's just really slow. Ooh, no. Sheik Traore, what are you doing? What's that? Why are we going back to Lianga? Good keeping, good hands. Just say I'm almost disappointed. I'm about to, like, I just hit a demand more to see how the team reacted to it. Because we're just kind of waiting for them to score again. And I don't like that. Lower the passing. Let's keep the ball a little more and pass the ball up through the middle, because I don't think we have a shot since the Lianga goal. Still, we're just not doing anything with the ball, or not the Michelle goal. There it is. I mean, he's got us. Somebody's what? What? Eric! Yeah, the match engine is great. Sergio, the match engine is great. Eric has 7 first touch and he couldn't control the ball. The hidden secret, the hidden hole in Eric Mendez's game is that he has 7 first touch. Oh. He lost the ball to the left of the goal. I mean, Sergio, like, the match engine is not perfect. It is a representation of the attributes of the players, right? But I do always take exception. God bless America. We're just trying to lose at this point. Blow a huge chance like that and then give up the cheapest goal. Now, wingback support and then fullback support. I think when people dump all over the match engine, they just don't realize, like, the match engine, when you consider all the things it has to do, is so good this year. Like, they improved it so much. It's certainly not perfect. I think he had 500 touches backwards. Chinese Messi is sick. He got a virus. He took 2 touches, Sergio. First one took him the wrong direction. Second one, he felt like couldn't get a shot off. He laid the ball off and the shot got blocked. And that was that. What a save, my God. That was really impressive that they got that shot on target, but thank you. Hashtag thank you, Antosh. His big boys there again and again. That was a very enthusiastic header away. Consistently good performances from midfielders. Oh, yeah. Nah. He should have back-heeled it, yeah. If he had, like, higher flair. But the reason that Eric Mendez is so good at finishing and is so good off the ball and those things is because he's giving up something. He doesn't have a great first touch. Let's get this ball, boys. Let's get this ball. Get on this. Eric is like Lukaku in some ways, but Eric Mendez has like as many goals as appearances for the club, so he is a legend beyond the legends that could normally be considered. Ref. Now they're just playing dirty, ref. Referee! How bad was that pass, man? Wow. Not only was it a terrible decision, it was so, like, he still totally should have been able to pull that pass off. Thank you, Leonga, for being able to pass a ball. Huge win. Huge win. No, I know you're comparing him because he said that he doesn't have a great first touch. There's nice finishing. We just... Man. Like, after that second goal, we did absolutely nothing but score the third goal. Still a good win on the road against a top 4 team that we're competing directly against. That puts us back into a promotion contention position. Oh, no. Damaged heel. That might put him out of match. That will put him out. 1 match. My boy! Not my boy! All right, team set. We've trialed like all the Chinese guys, right? You eat soup. Yeah, I have soup. I massacred my boy. It's hurt again. They touched Layunga, who's been the revelation of the season, and we all love Layunga. Why did they touch Layunga? They could have touched anybody else but the Tanzanian League superstar. That's okay. So we are officially... Now we're more than halfway done with the season. I need 34 games. Yeah, 15 games left, chap. 15 games left to get ourselves to the top flight. We are 4 points off Gil Vicente, 5 points off Lechoas. We are ahead on goal difference on Tondela. So everything is hugely important. Huge. I'm gonna check up on the right back. Goal is save is to play all the way through to the end, win the Champions League, take control of the league, but I want to build a juggernaut. I want to have the best Chinese players in the world, and we're going to build a juggernaut. Save us 5,000. Oriental Dragon have signed Madrid. Yes. 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 We got him. Ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Johan Madrid. This dude is a baller. Vitoria Guimarães player last year. Surprised that he fell to us. Happy that he fell to us. You know what he can really do? This guy can he doesn't know he can do it yet, but what he's really good at, because he's got some like good midfielder traits to him, this dude can really play an inverted winger off the left. He can really play an inverted winger off the left. All right, Santiago Zerbruggen. Anyone? Okay. Here's the deal. We offer him out. Nobody pays for him, right? Because nobody's going to come in for him. Nobody pays for him. Nobody's coming in for him. That's fine. Igor Logic. Oh, this guy's unsporting, but he's not unambitious. Or anything else. He's volatile, which means he actually is ambitious. He's also Belarusian, which is very important to me personally. I can't bring myself to do it. So nobody does anything with Zerbruggen. Then we offer him out. We offer to pay part of his wage, but not all of it. That's the key. We're going to save ourselves some money by doing that. Say like, hey, we'll pay $40,000 of his wage. You take him. You pay $50,000, $60,000 of his wage. Life is good. We get Zerbruggen off most of the payroll. Good finds, good finds. This guy is more of an end of contract as a, well, if he gets handed to us, we would like to sign him, but not somebody we'd be interested in right now. Sure, we already have Luis Enrique on that list. Okay, so Zerbruggen, nobody interested. Now we offer out, and we will pay selling team salary contribution of $41,000. We will contribute $41,000 if somebody takes Santiago Zerbruggen. Oh, that's a shame. I could have actually paid you money instead of you playing in a free academy in the United States. Doesn't that sound interesting? Ooh. Money. 16 eccentricity, 18 aggression, and he argues with officials. I'm starting that, man. Change. We're undergoing a culture change at the goalkeeper position. I want somebody that really antagonizes the referees. Exactly what we want out of our goalkeepers. Why? We like attitude. Once we're in the top flight, then we have to overcome, well, it's really Porto and Benfica. Sporting in the game is typically a little less vaunted. I think getting into some sort of European play in the first season would be a reasonable goal. I don't think the gap between... Not indefinitely. Why is the shortlist kind of glitching out on me here? Because he's on multiple shortlists. I want to stay here, though. No wonder, because you're getting paid to do nothing, Santiago. I want to stay here, though. I don't want to go anywhere. Not mean to click that. Any way to trigger the recruitment meeting? I totally didn't mean to not go. I don't think there is. I think that's just oh, yeah, it did just dump all the players into the scouting room. Hopefully that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. Thank goodness. Currently listed for loan. Pacey. Okay. Take him on trial. No, short time left in his contract. Yes, these are the guys that I wanted to find through my my meeting. Currently a free agent. You always have my interest if you're currently a free agent. I roll up in a van. I promise, you know, hey, we got any current free agents? I've got candy in the back of the van. Just thought I'd let you know. I'm not saying that you, like, you know. As far as you know, that candy's free, son. Right in the back of the van. As long as you tell me where the free agents are. Maybe you yourself, you're a free agent, then, you know, we're in. Part of the deal. A lot of longer term contract things. Leonardo Sarate. You're just good. You're just somebody that I want to know about. Hello. Hi, people. You confident Madrid can produce? I hope so. Yeah, absolutely. Matches can be won and lost a single moment. That's why we brought him in. That with the squad reactor's arrival, and everybody's thinking, you know, this is a positive thing. This deal have much impact on the budget. Not talking club finances today. It's already a large team. Appreciate the fans' concerns. Real Madrid he's an important part of what we're trying to do as a team because he's just probably the most talented player on the team. And why would you not sign a guy like that? Cool. Like how I get offered these free guys and they're already doing deals with other teams. It just makes me feel a little unloved. We have not gotten rid of Zabruggen. He doesn't want to leave because he knows he's being overpaid. So he hit his big physical decline. He didn't end up being the starter because we had Traore. Dude's name is Kazoo. How bizarre. Hello. Okay, now we can look at drop the unavailable. Well, not at the club we can keep, but cool. We got anybody that's like must-haves in this department or no? Or a couple of you losers that we should just be getting rid of, should just be moving on from. Dan Schrader being one of them. Sorry, America. I'm sorry, America. How much money would you want? I don't know if I'd be able to sign you, but I would be interested in maybe picking up somebody that could play center back. I mean, if that's actually how much he wants, I'm super interested. I just doubt it is. Oh, okay. It is. We could add ourselves another center back here. Misael Taron. Different type of player, but he's got good athleticism, a really good aerial presence. It's completely different than Gioria. He's kind of more like a Sandro Costa style player. Anybody else in these lists that were like, absolutely? I don't think so. I don't think so. Evening Z, how you doing? I'm doing well, Time Skipper. How are you? Did we get the Chessie? Yes, we did. He scored a cracking goal, then he picked up a virus, which, bit of a yikes. It's okay. We think he's going to make it. We think he's coming out on the other side. I'm interested in a false 9 type forward. Could be. I could be persuaded, chat. We could be persuaded. That's all I'm saying. Clean that out a little bit. Got the offer in for the center back. I don't know. What do you guys think? You've seen the center backs that we're talking about. We've seen the comparisons. What do you guys think? Do you think we should sign this guy? Do you think he's gonna really add to the team? I don't know. I'm hesitant to just be like collecting players, hoping one's gonna stick. You know, we don't have the financial resources to be collecting players until one sticks. Do you think he's a backup? Well, NJ Khan's like, yeah, you should sign him. Chessie's doing okay. He's played like 3 matches, scored 1 goal. The goal was great. Does this game become fun when you get used to it? I got it yesterday. I have no clue what's going on. Gibby, yes, it does. This game is incredibly addicting, but there is a high barrier to entry. You have to understand a lot of different facets, you know, to be able to enjoy the game. That's kind of the reason I started the YouTube channel, was to help teach people how to get into the game. That was the idea, was to teach people to get into the game. Work rate's abhorrent for a midfielder. He's a center back, if we're talking about the same guy, Plumbob. Now we're hooked. Does it hurt another team if you get him? I mean, no, we're signing free agents. Who would you rather play against? Like Gioria is just, he's a tackle merchant, but like how many times, you know, what a tackle, you know, by Gioria. You think Matthew Hoppe is underrated? I think he just needs to keep playing. He's earned the right to keep playing. Just keep playing and we'll see what he's made of long term. You know, you don't know right now. What kind of team would you recommend for a beginner? Celtic, Dynamo Zagreb, Legia Warsaw in Poland. Do you want teams that are good in bad leagues? So like teams that are much better than the leagues they're playing in. That gives you kind of training wheels. And so you know your team is really good compared to the teams you're playing. You get to feel it out. You've got some money to work with, right? I wonder when the Chessie. He should be coming back from a virus in a day or two. How do I get rid of 33-year-old Diogo Parati that he makes around $2 million and nobody offers him anything? Well, that nobody's offering him anything because nobody wants him, because he's getting paid so much money. Either somebody would have to take on that contract, or you have to pay part of the contract to get rid of him. I agree that Afonso Valente is better suited to a squad player. Can I persuade Afonso Valente here? He is media friendly and balanced, so we know really nothing about his hidden attributes. Brian Nellen. Well, we finished scouting him, so we can tell you conclusively we do not like him. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth the money to get that guy in. I don't know if there's somebody out there that's really going to improve the team that dramatically. How do I get rid of the virus? Play Football Manager. How is Lusitania de La Russa is a rich club, 5 million in the bank, never performs well in the lower Portuguese leagues? There must be some other outstanding circumstance. We got to get him out on loan. This guy's going to do nothing if he can't get a loan. Hey, Michelle. Really loving the training, man. Absolutely excellent effort, Michelle. Him and Stimulus. We've got to get Stimulus out on loan, too. They should already be listed, so nice little sort. Oh, we had Hanjun loaned out. Oh, no, that's the keeper. Antonio Abreu should get a loan. We'd like for him to get a loan. Rashid Koulibaly is actually good, you know, compared to the people he's going to be going for. Stimulus. I actually have that stuff set up because Stimulus is a first team level player in the 4th division and for some teams in the 3rd division, and yet for some reason nobody wants him. How did you say no to Abreu? I didn't put any requirements on it. I'll pay his wage. I just want the guy to get first team playing time. Okay, 2 teams. We'll give him first team playing time in the Portuguese 4th division. Rashid Koulibaly. We've got Portuguese U19 2. Belgium's 2nd Division C, which these are 2 leagues that don't really exist. But we'll send him to whatever the U19 2nd Division is so that he can actually play, because poor guy is just not able to play right now. Stop. 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 Halt! At once! How's Benfica doing in your save? We honestly haven't looked at the top division yet. The recruitment meeting's worth attending. Yeah. They kind of set your focus mentally with like the holes that they think your team needs, but if you go to the recruitment meeting, they lay out players that you could be interested in. A lot of, in my case, a lot of free agents that we can offer trials to and players that we can wait on end of contracts for. No offers for Stimulus and Broom, which is stupid. Let's just unspecify. Maybe you're all scared. You're scared to spend money, even though those guys are better. Jean Dubois. He's getting better. But, like, to what end, you know? To what end? Our first youth prospect, Jean Dubois. I'm not ready to give up on the dream yet. We'll throw in. We'll throw in for him. There's a lot of teams going in for Ricardo Oliveira. I hope Stimulus gets a loan. He's unambitious. He should just give up. I know. He's unambitious, but clearly something like his professionalism is high. It's not bad because he is improving. And we know there's potential in there somewhere. No, he's a center back prospect all the way, and he's never going to be a great one, but he's homegrown, and God, it would, you know, get in there. Do you think Pulisic will start for Chelsea? Yes, Tuchel loves him. No matter what you think about him, Tuchel loves him. See, Stimulus just played an 8.9 in a reserve match. Somebody pick up Georgios Stimulus. Why are you trying to contract Chinese players? We have to. I have to do it. It is part of a board requirement at the club. We just got a lot of share of the gate receipts. $53,000 from the League Cup. As we made the League Cup group stage. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Okay. We're getting paid. Five gifted subs from Nick the Bull. Cinco de Gifto, Rainzu, Craig, Pavel the Drunk Falcon, and Andrew. Welcome to the Hammers. Nick the Bull throwing down a 5 gifted, making 5 people's days. If I just said your name out loud, make sure to get in the subscribers section of the Discord. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the bacon next to your name. Enjoy being part of an elite online gaming community. Train players for position or not. Yeah, do it. Still on that youth contract. Doing $185,000 for this kid. How? Dude, just... Those poor guys need to be playing. They actually have a chance to be first team players in the future. Come on. How good would you say Chelsea's new manager is? Thomas Tuchel he's a perfect coach, I think, for the job. Perfect coach for the job. And make the new Germans comfortable. He's worked with Pulisic before, right? Like a lot of the key players for the team to do well, he's able to work super comfortably with them. I didn't like big matches. Nope. All right, at home against Penafiel. Penafiel. The team that offered me a job, weirdly enough. They 100% offered me a job. The problem with Tuchel is that he is kind of like Jose Mourinho, where at a certain point, he's going to rub somebody the wrong way and it's all going to fall apart. But until then, life's good. We had a chance to put ourselves ahead. Dude, really? Really? How? He's the best player I have available for loan. It's not even close. Georgios Stamoulis is like actually good. He's played 9 matches for me and scored 5 goals. Somebody. Anybody. We try that, and we'll try this too. Literally just anybody that will take him onto their team to give him an opportunity to train to get forward. Like Octavio Lancha, man, he's killing it. Killing it. Killing it. He's, whatever his potential is, he's actually going to reach it, which is nice. It's like, this training sucks, but my strength is getting better. But this I hate lifting weights. Should I buy FM21 or wait for a sale? It really does not go on sale a lot. Chat, when does Football Manager go on sale? I actually don't know. Damn it, Bob, you're right. I just haven't run into that problem in so long. Just came off a sale? Never mind. Wait for a sale. Don't listen to me. Wait for a sale. Wait. It did just come off a sale. See, yeah, they've already played for 2 teams this year then. Because they played and then were recalled. God, it's been a long time since I ran into that issue. Miller Bolaños. Good pass. Oh, the work rate and dude, this guy is geriatric. All right, Miller, your best days are definitely behind you, but Kevin Bolaños, whoa, 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 this dude's 19. Hold the phone. That guy's got a lot of ability for a 19-year-old. Let me take a look at this. Let me yo girl, let me take it. Yo girl. Let me take a look at this. This dude's got some game. Kakuta Deportivo washout. Didn't score a ton of goals for them though. Good flair. It's not bad in the air, right? Good heading. Not small. Plenty athletic. How much do you want? What about impact sub, and then like 2 years from now you're a regular starter? Cool. I think this would be a much smarter signing than that center back, to be perfectly honest with you. 47, we're gonna lock that agent fee in so we can negotiate more freely. 52. That isn't bad at all, man. That dude is good and should be getting better. PSV's Curaçaoan keeper. Yeah, Malik Traore. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. That extra little bit of scouting did a lot of work for us. Finally made it out of class. What's up, Echo King? How you doing? What do you think about Marco Rose and Mönchengladbach? I do not watch enough of the Bundesliga. That's what I think about that. I'm not going to pretend to have an opinion about something that I don't really know. But I've not watched enough of the Bundesliga. In particular, have not watched a lot of Mönchengladbach. We have not acquired Shaft Stacey, no. Started a new save at Cardiff, met Uni, only amateur side in the Welsh Prem, in the second league game is with the new Saints. Should I be worried? Absolutely not. Give them hell, man. Give them hell. Wow, this dude can get up. Francois Hazier, I understand why he's so dominant in the amateur leagues. He's 17. Shoot. Get him in. It's a freak athlete. Poacher at a top, poacher at our level, but you just take the deal, man. Take the minimum wage contract and be okay. I think the Portuguese non-leagues produce some players that you go, I would, okay. They produce some players, you just go, all right. I can see it. Normal starting lineup without our boy, who's unavailable today. Yeah, Zhixiong not here. We will, however, put him on the bench just because he can give us like 30 minutes if we need it. He's coming back from that virus. Eric Mendez, Thiago News. You know what, Julian? We are... Julian. We're gonna need a little something, Julian. Yeah, Lianga's 45 minutes of action. We're just gonna go ahead and give him the rest. But you know who is here? Yeah, who is in the team? Johan Madrid. We've been working Sheikh Traore as an inverted wingback off the left so we can use him off the bench, but Johan Madrid is in the team, baby. I like wingback on support. There's just nobody better than him in the entire division than that. I want to close down on that guy. He's a very good crosser. Molinas. Wait, I knew he hadn't been playing him, but I didn't know it was that much. Okay. Let's go! Hansa Schaus picked up that suspension, too. Go and have some fun tonight. Chessie picked up a virus, so he missed one match, and he's on the bench for this match because he's not fully fit. We're in the playoff spot right now for promotion. It's a 4-team race, and really it's us and Tondela battling for this 3rd spot right now until somebody above us starts dropping a few points. We do have our matches against Gil Vicente and Lejoas left this season, so we do have the chance to do we do have the 6-pointers left against them, but we do need, we have to gain some ground on them outside of just those matches in order to claim a top 2 automatic promotion spot. Right now, we've got a match in hand to go behind those spots by 4 and 5 points, respectively. Eric, I'm kind of surprised you didn't fill that channel. That is your game, my man. Weirdly, and then if you didn't know, this is a team that has offered me a job. Probably 2 months ago at this point. This will be a nice little thumb your nose at them. We turned the job down already. I'd expect that save to be made, to be honest. It was one for the cameras, you know? It was a save for the cameras. What's your tactic, Poppy? A 4-4-2 with some flair. We need Julian Ramirez to get going. Because Eric Mendez is doing his thing. He's getting goals, right? He's doing what he does. But Julian Ramirez is the guy that scores the eye-catching goals. He's the guy that captivates with his creativity, his ability on the ball. Some would argue he was better than Eric Mendez last year. That was outrageous. And we're going to need him today because we just went behind. Damn. I don't really have a huge issue with the way we positioned ourselves through most of that. That was electric, dude. That was an incredible goal. Hey, that works. Come on, Julian. Good use of Michelle. Terrible idea to shoot that, though. Oh, nice job, Gioria. It's a great time. It's a great time for this to come around. We need this. We need to win, consolidate the fact that we just beat Tondela in literally the last match. We won the 6-pointer. Come on, Michelle. Come on, Michelle. Take him on. Take him on, Michelle. You got Freelancer in the stands. Penalty. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Oh, Johan Madrid. It's got Eric Mendez. Come on, Gioria. He's a good passer. Rivadero. Terrible. Galvan. Michelle. We're still on it. We're still on it. Come on, boys. We've turned this game around. We're on the front foot all day. Oh, nice overlap. Come on, boys. It's still going. It's still a highlight. I love it. No! Come on, man. Come on. Excellent sustained pressure. Julian Ramirez with a lovely little finish. And it's 1-1. Thank you. Our thanks go out to the Cat Jams and the Freelancer chat. That's where they go. For inspiring the team to an incredible spell of play that ends with a Julian Ramirez goal, which we had been begging for. You know, there's nothing turns a game around like Freelancer, right? Flipped it on its head. Come on, contest. Volley. God! Oh! Oh! Jeez! Woo! Mama! Marcos Riverero! All he does, that's like literally the only way he scores is the putback volley. That's the second time he's done it this year. Wow. What a hit. The technique of a guy from the Argentinian top league. Great goal. Great goal by Marcos Rivadero. Flips the result around. Great heart by the team. Going down early to an admittedly beautiful goal. What a hit, son! That's Marcos Riva. That's Marcos Riva freaking Darrow. Who's lost his starting job to Layunga, but that pass was absolutely insane. That might be the greatest pass I've ever seen. This is nuts. I mean, this is like some Marcelo stuff. First time, hop, skip, and a volley, and I don't think he could have put that in a better spot. Now, Eric Mendez in his first touch let him down here, but that pass is outrageous. That is literally like, that's the sort of thing Marcelo would do, and you go, how is that possible? He catches the ball out to the wing and volleys it through right to the foot of Eric Mendez. We'll look up Caden Clark after the game, man. I see you. I love you, and I see you because I love Caden Clark. Gotta guard against complacency. We cannot think that the job is done. Damn. Yeah, just Pinto, just the way that João Pinto strikes the ball is so good. Please tell Sam to go live. I love his new international jersey. Oh, Sam? Our editor, Sam? I like Sam, man. Sam has been a great addition to the team. He also streams FM. He was offside. He was offside. He was offside. That's ours. What a play. What a play by Molinas, who's been so much maligned. Ow. That hurt. Stop closing down the freaking midfielders, man. That's how they're beating us. Stop it. Close them down less. Because that's what opened that up. We went to close the midfielders down, and it was just like, oh my god. And I mean, that's why Antosh is a beast. Hashtag thank you, Antosh. Hashtag give Reece a raise. Lente, you're in. Thiago News, you're in. Should add some fresh ideas to our offense. Galvan was playing a stinker today. Michelle's got the overlap. Look for it. Use it. Thank goodness they weren't paying attention. Can somebody get on the ball, please? Noose? A volley? What that you say? A 50-yard bicycle kick? Okay, that's... Wow. Madrid, you can already notice the quality of the passing that Madrid offers. Like, the quality of the passing that Madrid offers. Very good. That's what I'll do tactically. Try and see this match out now. We do not need João Pinto sailing forward the way he has been. That's us, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, Molinas. Oh, dude, fortunate. Both teams made a mistake, and we ended up where we started. We're only sending one guy up. All right, we're good. We can go for this. They sent two. I didn't see the second guy. Well, now this is going to be decidedly less fun. Thank you, Substitute, for having fresh legs. Yeah. Is this a cup game? No, this is league against Penafiel. We are out of the cup in the quarterfinal. It was a great run for a second flight team, but alas, we have been defeated. Valente, who is arguably the best passer on the entire team. He just, doesn't do a lot else. He just score a lot of goals, like when he plays. How we blow the whistle there? That was going to be a really good chance. Good win, though. We're gutting it out. We are not blowing teams out by any stretch of the imagination. But you know what? There's only 14 matches left in the season, and it just really doesn't matter. So, Johan Madrid makes his debut, takes the field, plays well. Yeah. Nolberto Damian, Peruvian central midfielder with, part of it says that you look good, Nolberto, and I'm just interested to see, you want breakthrough prospect money? Well, then yeah, I'm going to do the deal. You get no promotion salary raise. Are you okay with that? You are. Okay, cool. That works for me, man. Pulisic on the bench today. It's just weird. I know Tuchel loves him. He's like, yeah, but he's not playing him. The initial reason he said he wasn't playing Pulisic is because he doesn't know what the other guys have to offer, and he wants to learn what they have to offer. I'm not a manager. I don't know. But somehow managed to get myself a paper cut on a slightly burned tortilla. I know. This is the last stream until Monday. We've talked about that on other streams, but this is the last stream until Monday because I am going to Tampa, right? I just got my negative COVID test yesterday. I am headed down to Tampa to be with family for the Super Bowl. It's the first time the Bucs have been in the Super Bowl since I was 6 years old. And I am from Tampa Bay, so go Buccaneers, go Tom Brady. And I will be back on Monday. We normally don't stream on Saturday and Sunday anyways, so we're just missing the Friday stream. But since we streamed both days last weekend, you got an extra day in there. Where do I find quality FM streams until Monday? Check Clates' schedule. Clates is where to go. What's the Super Bowl? NFL championship. That is what I am referring to. Hey, we're gonna finish transfer window today. They are playing against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, Lee Chow. How we desire you. I want everybody to know that I found this dude before everybody else did. Not that it matters, but I did. I found him before everybody else did. And now everybody's aware of Lee Chow. I'm trying to sign him. Gonna bully me off of signing him. I've known about Lee Chow since the beginning. Since the very beginning. Setubal, they're in last place. We are on the road. And we had a pretty tough match last time we played them because, well, they were like mid-table in the early third of the season, but... Is he a Chinese Ronaldo? No, he's more like the Chinese Dembele. Dude, he just runs. Isn't Tampa the COVID capital of the world? No, not anymore. It was. Florida was like the COVID capital of all get out. Traveling again in a pandemic, cool. Yeah, I got a test yesterday. Negative. And then get tested again when I get there. You know, the like spit one that comes back in like a few hours. And then so, do you like American football more than actual football? It's just different. I love both. Now, in American football, I've got a team, right? And in actual football, in soccer, I root for the national team super hard, but I don't have like a club. So I've grown, like, you know, I didn't grow up inside soccer. I did grow up completely inside American football, understanding it, learning it, my dad watching it all the time, family watching it all the time, tailgates, everything else, right? And then, yeah. I'm from 813, not 727. Yeah, it's a very, you'd be surprised, it's a very American concept to like more than one sport. Because in the United States, we grow up like it's basketball season, it's hockey season, it's baseball season, it's football season, and then it just keeps going, right? And the MLS is kind of on baseball season now. And so, you know, the soccer's going on all year round because you either have the MLS or the Premier League going on all the time. So you can turn on the TV and watch it whenever you want. It's on national TV now all the time. Reece Enrique just picked out a loan. Okay. Oh no, Bolaños. Somebody's going for Bolaños. Why is Liga NOS team's going for him? Because he's good. Why am I asking that question? Of course they're going for him. That's why they're going for him. It's a shame. Andres Garcia is a decent player. Wasn't good enough for us to go like, yeah, let's sign him, but it was decent. I think there's any instance in where Lee Surong is playing with the types of rotations that we have. I don't think there's any instance where he's playing. You know what I mean? And then that's it. I have not looked at Caden Clark, but I like legitimately want to. So he's still at Red Bulls in the game. I thought Football Manager just didn't like him very much. Because in real life, this dude's already signed with Leipzig. He's like a really hot MLS product. And he is a regular first team player in the MLS, which is nice. But like in real life, Caden Clark he's really good. Harry Kane says he wants to be a kicker in the NFL. Being a kicker in the NFL is very hard. Like it's not just about having the leg. I mean, it's technique, it's time, it's reps. There's a certain way, and there are a lot of moving parts in a field goal you don't think about. You have to snap the ball 8 yards, catch it, spin it so the laces are facing that way, and have it right here. And the whole time the kicker is running towards the ball, it's not down. It's something that's very interesting, like, in your brain. Because, like, you are running towards a ball to kick it actively. And, like, getting into the swing, the ball's not there yet. It feels very weird. Do you follow the NBA? Yes, I do. Holden! Thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to the Hammers, an elite online gaming community. Is Christian Wade any good in the NFL? I don't know. It's Christian Wade. I don't know who he is, so it's not like he's lighting it up. But he could still be on a team. Wade, English-American football player, former rugby union, currently a running back for he's on the practice squad of the Bills. Okay. He's on the practice squad, which means he's not on the active roster. It's kind of like being in the reserves. He runs scout team. Opinions on Jesse March. Could be my favorite team. Our manager could join my favorite team if our manager heads to Dortmund. I love Jesse March. If you get Jesse March, he's the best coach America has to offer. I don't think it's close. Isn't NFL like 90% ads? The games are just longer. Yeah, there are a ton of ads in the NFL. There are. Yes. But, you know, it's still a very entertaining sport to watch. If it's not for you, that's fine. I don't, only watch what you want to watch. Not Bob Bradley? No, Jesse March is better than Bob Bradley. But yeah, every American sport has TV timeouts. Basketball, college basketball, it's written in. So I've broadcast college basketball before. Under 16 minutes, under 12 minutes, under 8 minutes, under 4 minutes. When the whistle blows, TV timeout. The first whistle blown under 16 minutes, blow the whistle. And then you go to a TV timeout. It's written into the script of the game. Why are there no division leagues like in European leagues? What do you mean? US sports is just structured completely differently than sports in Europe. Completely differently. Bob Bradley's not a bad coach. He was a good coach for the US national team. He was a good coach for Egypt. But I think Jesse March is better. He's like the US Nagelsmann. Like, that's the way he's perceived. Good luck for the Super Bowl Sunday, my man Daz. I appreciate it. Isn't Stuttgart an American coach too? I don't know, actually. They could. Does the rumor that Harry Kane's going to the NFL got any weight to it? I mean, if he wants to do it, he could try. It would definitely be fun to watch him try. But being a kicker is super hard. Like, that is a hard job. Not to mention, everybody expects you to make it all the time. That's the worst part about the job. Is because people will go on drives and they're like, oh, we got inside the 30-yard line. Like, they're going to make this kick, right? Like, oh, yeah, we got inside the 30-yard line. That's 3 points. And then when you miss it, it's like, dude, what are you doing? But nobody else in the team can make it either. And it's not like most sports where if you make a mistake, you can kind of go out and, like, you can take your anger out. You just play super hard or something to make up for it, or like go and, like, you just go body somebody. Or if you're in basketball, or if you're playing soccer, football, and you get beat, you get to run around for the rest of the game to try and atone for your sins. But if you're a kicker and you miss, like, you don't get another shot until you get another kick. Fortunately, Cuba switched from baseball to soccer in the 60s. Do kickers only kick? Yeah. Yeah, every field goal is viewed like a PK in soccer, but it's like much harder to make sometimes. With the wind in a stadium, like the swirling wind, and you've got a bunch of 6'7" behemoths running towards you trying to block the kicks. You got to worry about getting it over them. You ever been to Southeast Asia? I've not, regrettably. How good is Young Ho Koo, though? Dude, Young Ho is awesome. Now, that being said, his last kick of the year, he completely choked and missed. But Young Ho had one of the best seasons of all time. That's a shame. The guy from Puerto Rico ended up not being good. Nicolas Rubio. Mateus Rodriguez. Just not as interested as I once was, Mateus. Now, Sanchez, despite the lack of stars, that dude's got some game. Yeah, and you, Bosco, you're out of here too. Lucas Chioza. Just, outrageous passer. Axel Batista is probably the striker we sign if we don't get the other one, to be honest. Agustin Cardozo. I can tell you we're not going to sign that guy. Talent. Oh, no. Somebody's about to sign Talent. He's been on our end of contract list for some time. We're about to lose Talent. Which is a sentence that just sounds terrible. We're losing Talent. We've got that spot. That striker just needs to put pen to paper here so we can actually sign him. We have the spot in our team. Maybe we can go out and grab a midfielder too, because that's another spot that we would look to fill. Nicholas Shula is a linebacker. Nah, he's not. I don't think Nicholas Shula's got the lateral quickness to play linebacker. I think if he added some beef, he could play on the line. Just got to start eating 5 meals a day. Yes, Owen Collins, I do think that eventually promotion relegation will come to the U.S. Right now it doesn't, and it won't for a while, because there is the system of ownership in the MLS is you actually own a piece of the MLS, and then the MLS gives you a team. This is obviously a huge problem, because if the team that you happen to have been given by the MLS, that's a huge result for us. That just gave us a 2-point advantage over Tondela. Thank you, Pachos de Ferreira, who beat us earlier this stream, for also screwing them over. Shula's actually one of the fastest in the Bundesliga. Lateral. And every time I watch, like, Shula's not... You need the wiggle in the hips, you know? You need to be able to go, like... If you're a linebacker, you have to essentially be a screen, side to side. Right? Where do you think you'll end up in the league table? Second. I'd love to win, but still struggling in FM. I have no clue what's going on. I have a series called Football Manager for Beginners. I would recommend watching that. Kind of getting comfortable. Maybe help you get comfortable just a little bit. Wow, that's the... So the transfer window goes an extra day past the registration window. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Rightfully so, I just assume that the registration window is the same as the transfer window. The registration window closes on the 31st and the transfer window goes through February 1st. What's the point? My deadline day, I can't register the guys. If I sign so that striker that we just got, we're not going to be able to register him. If he signs. Now look, see, the window shuts at midnight on February 1st. I've been looking at it on the calendar the whole time. Ah, whatever. Whatever. We have an open registration spot that we were saving for a striker, but it's not like we're fine without it. You plan to loan Jakob Broom? Yeah, I would love to, but we can't. He's just going to be here for 6 months. He's just going to be playing, kicking it around with the U19s, and it'll be fun. Free transfers can be registered at any time, which is nice, but still stupid. We all support Yedlin, right? Yeah, of course. Yedlin's at, I think, exactly at the right level that he can play at and be a good player. Bob, I saw the first one. Free transfers can be registered at any time, but still, that's dumb. Like, for me, that makes it okay, but that's still dumb. We just signed Francois Xavier Guerin. Really kind of interested to see how well he's going to do. Nolberto Damian, good deal. Rashid Koulibaly going on loan. Have a good loan spell, Rashid. Have a good loan spell, Antonio Abreu. Have a good time. Just have a good old time, man. Oliveira has signed a deal again with Gil Vicente. That's kind of nuts how often they're doing things. We didn't sign Bolaños anyways. So we do have that one spot. And it could be filled by Misael Daron. Misael Taron. There is not a ton exciting in the dev center, unfortunately, the man. Unfortunately, not a ton exciting. Dude, your name is just wrong. I would just talk to my parents about that. If you have a burning problem with it. Nope. Very close, but no, not worth it. He'd be essentially another rotational piece. I'm a Miss IL, but your name isn't right either. How's Mo Bamba doing? I got Mo Bamba. Getting better. Cow. We already dealt Dong DeHay. We're just hoping improves by getting first team time. Dude hasn't played yet. Love it, love it, love it. Joel Silva, you getting better? No, and you've played a ton. Edgar Zuniga, who we just kind of loaned out. Hard to expect. You have been the guy that been the bright spot on loan, Octavio Lancia. You've been the bright spot. Nope. All right. 18-year-old Michael Eanes. No. Norberto Damian. We have, I think, just clinched the contract with Norberto. What about Daniel Araldo? Do we want to pick up another midfielder? I kind of don't. We've got talent in there. And then there's Matt Butcher, he's very athletic. He works hard. He doesn't have technical tools. He's a very classic box-to-box guy. How much do you want, Matt? No, he didn't want anything, dude. He wants peanuts, chat. Peanuts to an elephant. Name that song. Predictions for Spurs, Chelsea. Spurs, house is a 1-0. That's what I'm seeing. Really hope that's actually how much money you want here. It isn't. He's either footed. That's why I'm so interested. He's not going to take this. Okay, cool. We'll keep him on trial until the summer and see if he continues to get better. Hopefully he does. Lucas Chiosa, Mr. Pass. Definitely somebody I'd be interested in adding to the team. Somebody that's better than Diogo Paulo that can add like a good sub option for us. And he wants less money. That's good. We're already a little crowded in the striker room. I think I can get you at 49.5, boss. But 42. 52. Not 42. It's a good passer, and I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to register both of them, so we're going to have to decide which one we want more and then kind of get rid of that. It says registration is still open, actually, so we might be okay. That's a little weird. So if registration is still open, who's the incredibly unlucky person who's been a part of the team the whole time until right now. The Diogo Paulo. We signed both of them with the obvious drop is Diogo Paulo, and then we'll go to Diogo Paulo and look to loan him. And he is definitely a player worthy of a loan. Somebody we looked into a loan move with before. And how good are you? God, that's fun. Great aerial presence, incredible athlete. Dude just has to work on literally every other part of his game. Let's work on getting you up to the senior team because we got no youth team coaches. Yeah. Love it. Love it. And then Nilberto Damian, who is very fun, but is not a good passer and needs to be. At least a capable passer. So senior squad, yes. Pinto to welcome them both, hopefully. Costa, Sandro Costa, got it. Need to get Diogo Paulo out. Where should I keep my eyes open for next Save My Save series? Next week. Matt, if you're a part of the Hammers next week, you'll be able to submit it. Huge fan of your content, if only you weren't an Orlando City fan. I hope Orlando City does well. But I'm not an over-the-top fan of any club in the world, and I've always appreciated that. It's made life easier. Despite my best efforts, not able to drum up any interest in him. Look, his wage is completely negligible. I am literally just looking to have him play, go somewhere, be a part of the team. I can't have him as a part of the team here. Iosa close to signing. Boom. Butcher close to signing. That's a midfield overhaul, and then Butcher can step back and learn how to play center back too. He needs to get better at his defensive positioning, but he can totally do it. He's got the physicality to do it. Boom. Done. 4 deadline day signings later, right? Matt Butcher and Lucas Chiozza. Never seen this before. I've never seen this before in all my days. Got passed to our investigative team to we're gonna investigate this further. December 14th. Okay, we're on top of it. Ollie! Thank you for the gifted sub, man. We're on an investigation. It's just happened to people. Okay, apparently you go on a holiday and then come back and then it's... Okay, maybe we just have to continue one day and then we're able to register. Okay. That's just dumb. They've been investigating it for 2 months, too. They were made aware of it 2 months ago. Yeah, so apparently we just advance a day or we holiday, like, it gets fixed. Hey, Sandro, you are the best at this. You're literally the best at this. Leonga no longer worried about being replaced. That's good. Very hard to do, Sandro Costa. You know, all things considered, we just signed 2 midfielders and Leonga is definitely being replaced. Yeah, boom, signings made, done, easy. So we'll just register him tomorrow. No problem at all. If it is registration rule, it can only fix it for a new save, though. You started this save before they could have fixed it. It sounds like it's not a problem. It is not a problem because we are able to just advance the day and it'll go away. Problem is that day is deadline day. But we can register free transfer signings at any time, and we have the 2 spots in our registration. So no problem. Sporting B are interested in the player. This is good. We've drummed up interest. I am again offering him out for nothing. We just want him to go to a club where he's got a chance to play because he has a 0% chance to play right now. He is not going to be in registration. We signed 2 midfielders that are better. Hey, Ivan Nielsen, how you doing, man? 0% chance. Sporting B. Make your offer. Bring in Diogo Paulo on loan, please. Just set up a friendly against Oriental Dragons on my preseason camp. That's awesome. Let me know how it goes. Well, now they're not interested in anymore. Like, I offer him out for free. Let's just impact sub. It's got to be as high as impact sub, and you can have Diogo Paulo. Boom. Hazy, I got a new club. Don't know exactly how to get the greatest tactic. How can I make it better and make it adaptable to my team? Thanks. Hope the internet is better. It has been better. We are dedicated to getting Diogo Paulo a move, but I don't think it's going to happen. This is not a free transfer. It's a loan move. Nobody can register him, so it wouldn't be able to register in Portugal. So Diogo Paulo, despite the fact that he is a good player, he's a player that we really like. He's now registered. You confirmed the loan signing Zhu Xiong. How much of an impact? We're delighted to have him. Like, we are really delighted to have him. He's handed in a transfer request. Awesome. We do not have the money to pursue this guy who we found in the Portuguese lower leagues and is great. Transfer deadline passes. We were the most active in the January window. Added 7 players. Most of them youth players, but hey. Relief was the main emotion we felt. You know, we got 4 guys in. Guys that can make a real difference. So that's where we're at. Diogo Paulo just doesn't work in the double pivot because he's not athletic. You have an affiliate to shift him to? No, not at all. Should I start in the Portuguese 3rd tier? Yes, it's been a lot of fun. Very fun. Ollie W, thank you again for that gifted sub, man. For giving somebody the opportunity to be a part of the Hammers. And that person being Matt Slaszy. All right. Oh, it's the next day, right? It's the 2nd. We should be able to go to registration and... Okay, I got a holiday. Go on vacation. Go on vacation. Sir, I would like to return from vacation. I forgot to print out my boarding pass. I missed my flight. Okay. I missed my flight. So what was it? I have to vacation a whole day. What did the guy do? I went on holiday and came back and I'm now able to register players. Try clearing your cache to see if it resolves your issues. Just help the user out who encountered the problem. Got it. God, I haven't cleared the cache in so long. There it is. Go ahead and save. Learned a hard lesson about playing FM drunk. Bad idea. You want to do it? It's a bad idea. Bad idea, man. Oops. That is like literally the opposite of what I wanted to do. Okay. Clear cache. Yep. Cool. Now I'll restart the game. We'll come back in, see if we can register our boys for this match. Weird issue to have. Well, this is loading up. I'm gonna go heat up some pasta. I want food! All right, pasta's in the microwave. Sweet. Hey, I'm back. The game crashed? No. We're restarting it. We're trying to be able to register our players in time. There's like this weird little registration bug that we are going to fix. Da 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 da. Let's advance another day. Once we get past this Setsu ball match, I'll be able to actually vacation a day. I think that might be like what you have to do. Actually vacation a day. I don't have a microwave in my room. No, I went. I mean, the kitchen is like literally right there, though. Straight through that. You don't get that message once the deadline day is passed because the registration window closes the day before the deadline day ends, but we're able to register free players at any time. Which is a nifty little trick. Sean Dubois. Fong Ping. Man never actually gets better, but boy can he train well from time to time. I think I had some chats that didn't go well. We'll hold a team meeting. Tell them to keep their head up. I don't want to mess with the editor. Not right now. I just want to get out of the immediate range of all this deadline day stuff, and then, like, we go from there. Chinese Messi is back and able to play against Victoria Setúbal, and we are out of the transfer window. We have our signings in hand. I don't like any of those guys. None of them. I hate all of you. Except for you. Love you. Ayub Leonga. All right. Rodrigo Conceição is fit. Jakob Broom is this basically where he's going to be getting his experience from now on. And then Kyoza's also got to hop in and play with this team. Okay, Molina, Rivadero, Govan. Rivadero played a good match, so Lianga on the bench for now. Michelle, Eric Mendez, Julian Ramirez. We gotta do a switch though. Molina's off for Zhixiong. And we will run Michelle. Inverted winger on attack. Did restarting the game work? No, it did not. We are going to wait to get past this match. We're going to wait to get past this match and then vacation a day. Clearing the cache also did not work, so we don't really know what the deal is there. Sad times at Ridgemount High, man. Sad times. Just try turning it on and off again. This is a man of ideas. Let me get my pasta. Davi Gabriel. Guessing you're on my end of contract shortlist, aren't you? Because I don't know who you are. We're just, we're getting him up to fitness, playing him in a reserve match first before putting him in the first team. That's the official party storyline. Pasta. Oh, pasta. Hello. Oh, yeah. There it is. My dear pasta, how I miss you. And how are you today? Nom 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 nom. Dinner last night, lunch the next day. Living the life, man. Julian Ramirez, you continue to disappoint me at every turn. It's like your father all over again. Okay. He's a playmaker, but I don't know if there's any way to play him. He's actually really good at dribbling. That's like what makes him a playmaker. He's not a bad passer either. We can't just back off him and kind of contain him and give him space to pass because he'll open us up anyways. Whatever, return of Zhu Xiong. The focal point of our team. We are happy to have him back. Show me what you can do to keep this run going. Let's go, boys! What kind of pasta? It's rotini, little spirals with your classic marinara. None of that cheap stuff. I'm talking good marinara. All right, boys. It's the worst team in the league, technically, even though talent-wise, I know they're not the worst team in the league. They got promoted with us. They're the other team that just got promoted, Vitória Setúbal. There we go. There we go. Easy. Bag it. I had some bow ties for my last shopping trip. Dude, Gioria, I don't know what it is exactly that makes him so good on these set pieces, but he really has been good. On Rivadero. Really just didn't want to run, did he? Oh, yes. Yes. Zhixiong. Full of intent. Got that look in his eye. How did we not block that? We're standing right there. I don't even know, man. We're on this guy like. And Antosh, I don't think Antosh knew where he was. Have you ever had Francisina? No, I've not. Which player's Chessie? Zhixiong. Zhixiong? Oh, Mendez wanted a 1-2. That's weird. Rivadero. Mendez. Good defense. Dude, he's unbelievable. We're single-handedly in the league because Gioria just beat 2 people for that, his second goal off a corner in this game. Santiago Gioria. Like, he's got good jumping reach, but his heading isn't excellent. He's just on fire today. Chinese Messi is Zhixiong when you see him get on the field. Come on. It was just horribly timed. It's still going to work. He literally still got there. And I don't think he could believe that he got there. Come on, Noose. Good. Back over the top. Zhixiong, great header. Eric, no! It totally looked like he was going to cheese his way to that, didn't it? We are really putting the pressure on, though. I love the way we've been playing. Nice hustle by Galvan. Force him to pick that ball up early. Force him to turn around with it. Oh, we let him walk in, but the defense from Pinto is on the spot. Nothing there. Take it away. That's just poor mental focus there. Win, maybe put a little pressure on one of the top 2 teams. That would be nice. Away. There was nothing good going on there. Galvan, bad defense, bad goalkeeping from Antosh. We get 2 free goals. We've had some other chances to score we haven't taken. Like, the 2 goals off the corners are not high XG things. I do not want to be in a shootout in this match, boys. We should be able to breeze away from these guys at a certain point. We're not doing it. I do not normally stream at 720p, no, but we had internet issues the last day or two, so I wanted to make sure that I was giving us every chance to be able to be fine. But of course, the internet's been completely fine today. I could have been in 1080p, but alas. It is okay. Much rather watch a stream that makes sense than one you can't watch at all. That's a goal. For the Chinese! Messi! Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. Hat trick. Oh, he almost had that. That one was open. His second goal, he was as heavily contested as possible, and it didn't matter. They cannot defend set pieces. What? Guy's so fast. What? It's a problem. But he's bad because he's fast. That's how it works. Kind of on skates right now. I'm gonna do something that I really never do. Stay on feet. I do not do this a lot, but they can run with the ball, and we are not playing it very well right now. Oh, Madrid, that is so well done. News, Michelle Lima. Yes, into the middle. Rivadero's got to send it quickly. He's got it open. Does that look like quick to you? Noose was the number one option there. Stay. Good. That's good. That's what we wanted to do. We made that difficult. Bouncing ball. He missed the short hop. Oh, Antosh, don't half-ass it, man. He's not playing well today. Keep him going backwards. That's it. That's it. Through ball. Or just, okay, run into him. That works. This is interpretive. This is not what we wanted. Somebody give him a map. He's lost. Yeah, Michelle, you make a lot of good plays. That was not one of them. He's off. He's very offside, right? Yeah. Oh, nice. Michelle, Galvan, News, Rivadero. I'm about to put Leonga in this freaking game. I swear. Rivadero's had a lot of chances for passes, and he's just not hit very good ones. Madrid. Pinto. You are lucky you're fast, Pinto. Oh, Zhixiang is hurt again. Zhixiang struggling to stay fit here. My other change is Rivadero out for Leonga. So that when we keep getting in this pocket of space, we're able to actually pick out a pass that's good. Oh, what a spot for Michelle. Yeah, Conceição's like in. It was a weird looking pass, but Conceição is hustling. Got that new sub energy. Should pull this back. It's a very hard cross to do. Even him and his 15 crossing, I don't know about that one. God, Pinto has a very unenviable job. Look at that pass compared to Rivadero. That's so good. Sharp right to a playmaker at the top of the formation. There we go. Boom! Chessie could be made a Balsa win. Balsa, what is he, injury prone? No, not particularly. He's just a bit unlucky. I mean, the first one was a virus. That has nothing to do with it. And then he picks up a little tweak of a muscle. Take him out. He already got his goal today, you know. That was a hot hit, by the way. You do not see that goal a lot. Away. They. Pinto off the line. The guy on the line did something. Yes. Pinto's having a this is a brutal day. Not fun at all. Danois is very good. That was a nice goalkeeper animation. Very realistic. Okay, on we play. Oh man, it's gonna be a tight one. Pinto's had a very difficult job. He's done it very well. That's pretty domineering header, and this is a pretty insane game right now. I'm gonna take Pinto off just because, my goodness, he is exhausted, and they really don't need somebody who's exhausted dealing with that guy. He's exhausted because he's been dealing with that guy. We're gonna move Madrid over there, who's just an excellent defender. Sheik Traore, you just came in. You cannot be getting burned in the 80 whatever minute. Thank goodness we're making some excellent last ditch challenges, but guys, it's the worst team in the league. I know we're on the road, but what is this match? Come on, Galvan. Come on, Galvan. You're made for this situation. And Conceição's in. Cool. Please pass. He tried to. Ooh. Thank you, Sheik. And yeah, that looks like a lower tempo for sure. Okay. Come on, Traore. Should have Madrid on these. We'll switch that up after this game. Ooh, Lianga. That felt good, didn't it? Let's go! Come on! Does the play for set pieces encourage them to let them go out the corner and not try another cross? Yeah, I mean, the play for set pieces is mainly intended like they're trying to draw fouls. You're playing for fouls. I'm sure the only question about whether they try and get the ball out for a corner instead of like trying to keep the ball in is if they thought of it or not at SI, because they always say everything affects everything, so technically it should, but God, we had to gut this one out. We had to gut this one out. Shah! With the 5 gifted subs from Shah. Ooh. Thank you so much for the Cinco Day Gifto. Matt, with the Matt 84, you're in the hammers. Turkway, Sammy Duda, R. Klopp, and Jack 7178. Welcome to the hammers. Enjoy being part of an elite online gaming community. Be sure to thank Shaw as well. You've got the bacon, you have the emotes, you got access to the subscribers section of the Discord. You're kind of lucky you have a fantastic attack. Your defense isn't good. At times, yeah. We did not play a complete game today, but we won. Redeemed a player lookup for Knee Plong, the old legend Knee Plong. All right. Where is Knee Plong? 34 years old, still churning. He's only got 10 appearances. Not made an appearance this year in the 4th division of Portugal. Knee Plong, our former hero, 27 goals in 56 matches, a key part of us getting to the Portuguese 2nd division. What about Brash? Where has Brash landed himself? He's on a free... He's not... Dude, he's not been picked up. Brash is not playing for a team right now. Bit surprising after his 58 Oriental Dragon appearances over 4 years. Found you yesterday? Dude, welcome. Welcome. Let's true. We're starting to get to a point in the season where, like, look, it's 3 points. We gutted him out. That doesn't really, you know, how we got there is a bit irrelevant. I'm sorry, Brash. He deserves to be on a team. He's plenty good enough. They're not doing you right, man. They're not doing you right. Somebody will sign you. I have faith, Brash. Somebody will sign you. Somebody will sign you, man. If they don't, then I don't even know what to believe in anymore. I mean, he's a good player. Like, here, I'm gonna save before I vacation, but... maybe he wants too much money. He wanted too much money from me. That's the only reason we let him go. He'd been a great backup ball winner for a while. And now he's a Portuguese 3rd division level player. The people's left wide target, man. Okay. We'll go look at him in a sec. Let's vacation and actually get a whole day, and then hopefully it'll reset the registration. That somebody should be you. Yeah, it's Liu Yu Hao. That was it. I couldn't think of it either, Ollie. I was like, the players that are not signed to a club, not trained at all, what happens to their attributes? Yeah, their attributes do go down over time. They drop. I mean, they're not at a club, you know. That's it. There we go. We have vacation today. I would like to return. Great day trip. This isn't important. Now I have to use the editor. I didn't want to. I honestly don't even know. Allow squad registration anytime. And then we just turn it off. Because I don't know how to fix it at this point. We'll check the rules to make sure we are 100% clear that we're doing the right thing. Just to reconfirm. Players signed on free transfers can be registered at any time, which we're not being allowed to do. So allow squad registration at any time. And add Kioza, add Butcher. That's the squad. We had already opened up the 2 spots. Confirm, close it. Deselect. Good? Okay. We had those 2 spots open. We filled them with Kioza and Butcher. And we're good. That has solved the problem. And if you notice, the button has gone back to like confirm changes. So maybe that like literally just turning it on and turning it back off again would have worked. Rumors linking Thiago News to Lausanne Sport. That would be cool. That would be fun. They meet the price, we know where... yeah, they know where we are. If they meet the price, they know where we are, right? They know. Yeah, the in-game editor is $5, correct? They were free. Window is closed. You can register free players at any time. It's in the league rules. We've been trying to... it's a bug. It's a known bug. We were reading the forum on this known bug where it says testing change only when it's a free transfer window. But they were both free agents that we signed, and the testing registration only bug was there, and all the fixes that had worked for other people had not worked, and so alas, they're in. But yes, they were free transfers, and yes, you can register free transfer signings at any time in the league. Gabriel Bispo. I just feel the need to justify myself tremendously when I end up in a situation like that, but the game be broke. They reported the bug in early December. It's just for free transfer windows, is what it seems like. When you're in a league that's like this, where free transfers anytime. Hey, you're improving your quickness. I don't understand what the problem is. We should be working on ball control, though. Your big issue is ball control. Not producing any results. Well, now it's not. Feels the team training workload is too low. Well, time to double your intensity, my friend. Hey, Zealand, wanted to get into into FM for a while, but decided to watch some of your vids. What's the difference between FM and FM Touch? So FM Touch just doesn't have certain features the full game has. It's a simplified version. That's it. It just like there's no dynamics. I think you're not dealing with dynamics. Put that on the floor. That sort of stuff. But other than that, you're good. We got to look at Liu Yu Hao. We sold him, didn't we? We got like money to sell Liu Yu Hao. That is a thing that happened for sure. This distribution's pretty fire. This dude's not bad. Wouldn't be a surprise. Kalmar's not a terrible team, and he was their starting keeper for 2 years. But given the fact that we already have Antosh and he's not going anywhere, this dude's a center back, and by far the best attribute he has technically is passing. Aren't you just a weird lad? That is Brazil in a nutshell, man. Love a Thursday stream. Xeon till around midnight UK, then up at 4 to watch cricket. Biggest thing I hate in the world's time zones. Chinese teams have to buy from him. They pay top dollar, but there are only a few prospects. Yes. My new 055 tactic. I can really make the most of Andre Luiz's skill set. But a chat, we've solved a registration crisis. We've made it through deadline day. It's getting to be about that time, chat. We finished our meal. Oh, Lou. Never heard of him. Okay. Liu Yu Hao. Well, my boy, what's up? Oh, he's shredding. He's shredding the second Chinese division. 8 goals in 17, 6 goals in 21. Liu Yu Hao's career awakening with Oriental Dragon. 33 appearances, 9 goals, 9 assists. Absolute beast. Sell him to China for 23,000. He picks up a big wage boost and plays 2 rockin' seasons for Huanghai. Hey, tips on how to handle the mess with the debt. Look, debt, you don't conquer debt like that in a day. So unlike Brash, Liu Yu Hao has had a successful career post Oriental Dragon. We really revived it, you know. He barely appeared in matches the last couple of seasons. We give him 33 league matches and boom, he lands in his homeland, second division player. A real baller. Liu Yu Hao. Okay, but I'm gonna save up. It's time to yee some ha's, chat. We're gonna be yeeing. We're gonna be han. For those that have no idea what I'm talking about, on Tuesdays and Thursdays we play FM, basically the normal amount of time. Handle our business. And then we play Red Dead Redemption, and we've been doing a Red Dead Redemption playthrough now for some time, and we're about to get on that horse and ride it around some more. Time to run into trees, boys. Exactly what I was thinking. So 3 2 1